the White House, President Eisenhower signs the proclamation that makes Alaska's entry into the Union official, nearly 92 years after Lincoln's Secretary of State bought the territory from the Russian Tsar for $7 million.
The Alaska Wild Project podcast is brought to you by the following sponsors.
Barney's Sports Chalet, supplying hunters with the best hand-selected gear since 1963. The exclusive home of frontier gear built for the rugged Alaskan terrain. Your one-stop shop for all your outdoor needs. Visit Barney's today at 906 West Northern Lights.
Tailored Restoration 24-hour emergency home services, helping Alaskans restore their dreams since 1972. Services include fire, water, mold, post-emergency cleaning, repair, and remodeling. Give them a call in Anchorage, Eagle River, Matsu, or Fairbanks. Hit them up at tailoredrestorationalaska.com.
Total Truck and Alaska Overlander, Alaska's premier supplier for custom automotive accessories and overlanding products, providing all-inclusive rental vehicles and trailers custom outfitted to explore the Alaskan backcountry with a unique and convenient traveling experience.
TheTreehouseAK.com, located at 341 Boniface Parkway, Alaska's own and grown cannabis and CBD store. Ask the bud tender what the strain of the day is to get your 10% off. The Treehouse, where the culture lives. AKO Farms, located in Sitka, Alaska, built from the ground up with concentrates as their single motivation, with exclusive products such as their sugar wax, full spectrum diamond sauce cards, and more. Ask your local bud tender about AKO. Marijuana has intoxicating effects and may be habit-forming and addictive. Marijuana impairs concentration, coordination, and judgment. Do not operate a vehicle or machinery under the influence. There are health risks associated with consumption of marijuana. For the use of only by adults 21 and older. Keep out of the reach of children, and marijuana should not be used by women who are pregnant or breastfeeding.
The Bait Shack, located on Ship Creek upstream of the bridge. Can't miss the bright red shack. They are the go-to fishing gear rental and guide service on Ship Creek. Tight lines and fish on. Come hook into the action with them. Hit them up at thebaitshackak.com.
Snow Pro AK, your snow and ice management company specializing in business and residential properties. They know what it takes to keep your property presentable and safe. Give them a call for a free estimate at 280-7098 or visit lawnproak.com. Double Shovel Cider Company, located off of Arctic and 58th, handcrafted Alaskan-made colonial ciders. They also have a tap room downtown on the corner of 5th and E. Stop by today and taste an award-winning cider.
The Alaska chapter of Backcountry Hunters and Anglers. BHA is the voice of our Alaskan public lands, waters, and wildlife. Their goal is to uphold our hunting and fishing legacy while keeping our public lands wild. Stand up today and join BHA at backcountryhunters.org. Really want some ideas. I'm down. I'd be more than happy to bring out some of my secret good ones that I had.
In the vault.
That's right.
Oh, shit, I got it on there.
Well, and I had
you got some secret boy names?
Yeah, and I had some like...
Get them out, man. Come on, let's hear it.
Secret boy dog names.
Ooh.
I have one too.
Oh, what? Guys.
Too secret to say?
For a dog?
Yeah. I'm getting a girl dog on Saturday.
Okay.
Any good girl dog names?
No.
What kind of dog?
A Vizsla.
Oh.
I don't know what that is.
I hope you're ready.
I'm ready. We had a Weimar on her before.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then you know.
Yeah, their dog
They're
is
a lot.
psychotic.
Psycho.
My friend's got
Needing
one.
so
High
much energy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, high energy. But we're high energy people.
There you go. So you're
Yeah,
ready.
going all the time. Yeah.
Yeah. We will wear that dog down.
There you go.
I had back in the day, you remember there used to be Saturday cartoons?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
I think there still are cartoons on Saturdays, but it's not like,
We'll be right back.
you know,
They're on
Channel
all the
11,
time.
Channel 13. There was like that 8 a.m. to 11 or whatever. There was just every half hour there was a cartoon on. And back in the day, it was an X-Men on Saturdays. And it was the one I wanted to watch every single. It was just, half hour, and I looked forward to my whole morning around it. Well, there was a character in the X-Men called Bishop. Oh. And I thought it was a dope name. And then I'm a huge fan of the movie Aliens. Mm-hmm. Back in the Sigourney Weaver Aliens movies, where there was a artificial intelligent like cyborg in the movie. If you remember, at the end of the movie, he got ripped in half. Mm-hmm. by the alien in the ship, and then they blew the alien out the hatch. Anyway, his name was Bishop, and I was just like, oh, that's such a badass name.
It's a really good name.
Like if you had this badass dog, or like
Kid.
named your
Kid.
son
Maybe.
Bishop.
Bishop.
Like, whoa, man, you better do something in this world.
That is okay. Might have to go on the list. Would
Yeah.
I
you
mean,
mind if we
Bishop's
stole
pretty
it?
sick.
Yeah, and I've never met a bishop.
I'd be honored if
No.
you
Which
named
is
your son
good.
Bishop. But
Yeah.
That's the problem, because when you start going through the names of kids or even dogs, you're like, oh, I know that motherfucker. Nope.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know her. I know that name.
Yeah.
Definitely can't be that.
Ruined it.
yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Or they're gonna think I'm naming the kid after, and this is awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I almost want to name mine after my ex-boss, but
Is that a good
no,
boss?
bad thing.
Okay.
Bad.
Oh, yeah, but then you're reminded too.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
that's why I didn't
That
want
seems
to
like
do it. And I want to just
Yeah.
punish the dog.
And yourself. Oh.
It's just I got this dog and I
Do
hate
you
it.
have a name for the dog yet? Or is it secret?
It's still under debate. We haven't done the official family vote.
Okay.
There's a few contenders. There's one that I really want, and that's probably going to be it. But
Who's buying the dog?
Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
Who's inking the check for the dog? I feel like they have a lot of weight.
But
on
the
their
boys are
boat.
going to be picking up the poop, so they have some name, some a little bit of
all
saying,
right. That's
fair.
and walking it, and all that, and it's important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were talking about something. Oh yeah, that the Russian, or you're camping at Quartz Creek.
Yeah,
That
for the
weekend
opener.
for the opener. Yeah, for the Russian. And I was talking to my wife. We're talking about going down and setting up shop and camping with them that weekend. And I'm actually going out. We can segue into a quick shout out to BHA. They're doing they're partnering with Parks and Rec to do the what do you call the bank erosion project, where they put the fences and stuff up.
Yeah.
A lot of that stuff's getting dilapidated and worn out there on the Russian. Gets a lot of traffic, right? So I'm joining and volunteering to kind of help put some of that stuff back together, and
cool.
maintenance some of that. Whatever they need. I don't know exactly what all the project's going to entail, but I'm just going to roll my sleeves up and jump in. But that weekend I was wanting to take the family out to go camp and join him at Quartz Creek, and she said, "What, are they going to want to go out for the day? I mean, I want to be holding down camp by myself." I'm like, "Oh, I don't know. I have to talk to them about it." I was like, "They will have that new puppy though, so there will be some."
Oh, so she's going to get the full rundown.
It's like there might be some limitations. I don't know for sure. But
We do just
they're gonna
get
have a brand new puppy.
When it opens, we're going to go float that day. But other than that, we'll be at the
And you'll
camp.
take the dog, right?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, she's going to learn quick.
Oh man, you know what we saw?
That's when to do it too.
Yeah.
Get them used to it when they're little.
Sure. Dunk him in the water.
Yeah.
Yeah. Our other dog was
Get him
great
shivering.
on the river. I got like a table in the back, and I put some of the stuff on the side, so she was kind of contained in there.
Yeah.
She loved it. She loved the water. She loved the river.
Platform.
Like they love that.
Yeah.
Like being
Our
out
dogs
there. I
do,
mean, she
too.
get a little cold because there's short haired, but she had her own sleeping bag in our tent and all that. It's part of the family. She's our daughter. I don't have any
That's
daughters.
cute.
That's right. Pup. Well, I got to thinking we were in Big Ray's last week, and they just got in Carhartt branded
Dog stuff.
like little coats and jackets for your dog.
Oh my word.
Collars, leashes.
Oh, I
They're
gotta
badass.
go.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Little Carhartt jackets.
For
Yep.
the dog? Oh, it's so
That's super cute.
Yeah.
I need one for Winston.
needs
yeah.
I mean, they're
He's
like
short
and the
hair, too.
inside is like flannel, has like the
Oh my
collar
word.
that's like flannel. It's just
Yes.
like, oh my God. It's
That's
so
cute.
cute.
Yeah.
My
There's
dog
so much
does
cool
not
dog
need that,
stuff.
but that's their long hair, but we need one anyway.
Yeah.
I need one
Yeah.
for Winston, yeah.
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 Winston, that's a good one.
Yeah.
What kind of dog you got?
Boxer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, I
But-
seen a picture of that guy.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it was it was my mom had to name him. That was her rule for getting a dog. So she's like, I gotta name the dog, and I'm like, yeah.
I know.
I wasn't. I've warmed up to it.
Is it that
obviously,
guy right there?
but yeah,
Oh,
There he is.
Winston.
he buried a bone, so he's very proud of himself.
Oh yeah. Okay, he's got dirt on his nose.
Yeah.
and- yeah.
He doesn't normally look that dirty. Yeah,
That's a lot of
That's a
work,
lot of energy,
huh?
too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Our
Yeah.
neighbors growing up in the back, like bred those and had them all the time, and I could see it was a lot of work. Well, any dog's a lot of work,
yeah.
unless you got like a golden retriever that's just like, oh, yeah. What do you got?
We got 2 little mini Aussies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
what are those?
Those are great.
What is that?
Miniature Australian Shepherds.
Oh, Aussie's
They're
got
just
it.
real.
Oh, cool.
Real little.
Are they black and white or brown and white?
One's black and white and one's brown, black and white.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice
So
names.
they're minis.
Willie, like
Willy
Willy
Boat?
Boat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cooper Landing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Paul
yeah,
said
Paul's
that.
talking about it. Yeah.
Yeah, he
And
sure
that's the
did.
thing too. Like you want to
Yeah.
go full Alaskan,
But you don't want to go too far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's a
mean,
fine line.
I've known like 4 Yukon dogs, 6
Yeah.
Kenais,
Yeah, I know.
7 Willows.
Yeah. Paul's sister, who lives in Texas, she named the dog Kenai, which is fair because they're in Texas, so there's really not going to be any other Kenais.
Yeah. Oh, that's perfect.
That's fine. Yeah.
Maybe we should get a Texas River.
Oh, do a swap?
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. What do they got
That's a good
there?
idea, actually.
No idea.
Do they have rivers?
I'm sure.
Probably
Yeah,
not.
they do. My brother lives there, and he goes fly fishing, but I would not know the names of any of them.
There's the river that runs through San
The
Antonio.
Rio Grande?
Yeah.
Yeah, they probably have really big rivers.
I mean, did you call him Rio?
Yeah.
Well, that
Oh,
would.
it's
Rio?
actually a pretty good name.
That
That is a good name.
It's also, yeah.
Man,
It's the name of
that's kind of a cool boy name
fly
too. Rio.
back. Yeah.
It's different.
Oh, dang.
Mine.
Nice work.
Mine.
I hope you're writing notes.
Yeah.
Add it to
Yeah.
our list.
Uh-huh.
You know, when you said the cartoon thing, you kind of aged yourself because I was thinking about the cartoons that I watched, and it was
I did.
ours was Thundercats. Remember that, or was that before you?
No, it was like that was kind of like the He-Man
Yeah.
era.
Oh yeah.
Which was just
Transformers,
that's
He-Man,
That's like
Thundercats.
mid '80s.
Yeah, Thundercats.
Well, yeah, we talked all about that with Galen. Yeah, I did age myself. That was probably like early '90s. I was.
Because I don't remember the X-Men one. I must
Yeah,
have
you
been out
might have
cartoons.
kind of aged out of cartoons probably by then.
Yeah.
Do you ever really age out of cartoons?
Not really.
No, they're
I
always
haven't.
good.
Yeah, I just watched random animated. I want to say it was like a Batman movie I found on Netflix or Prime or one of the random. I don't know. I was just like desperate, looking for something different to watch, but it was like dark.
Oh.
It was.
Yeah.
Oh
it
yeah,
was
like Spawn
It was graphic.
style.
It was graphic and darkish. Like
Yeah.
it had silhouettes of naked women, kind of different. Yeah.
Oh, that doesn't
It's a
sound like
comic book, though.
Yeah, it was very
Yeah.
like adult
Yeah.
style.
I can't remember the name, but I know that there is a Batman movie that's like animated that's highly praised. I can't remember which one it was, though.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that used to. Be.
Oh, was it the? Oh no, I was thinking Spider-Man. But I did go like even the cartoons when you go like once you have your kid, and you go watch these like because you probably as an adult you're not going to go watch Mario Brothers. Or you
No,
might.
but some
If
of
it
them I
was
would.
good.
But not that
no,
one.
but you go.
It's
and,
good.
Like I take my kids to go because they want to go, but there's a lot of humor for adults.
Oh,
in that.
good.
And there's so much nostalgia. Like they played the song like when they're going down the tunnel. I was like, oh yeah, boom, boom, boom. Or like when they saw Koopa, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh man.
I was like pumping my son. I was like, I know that.
Yeah,
He's like, it's from the part.
that was a really nostalgic.
Did you watch it?
I did. We went and watched it.
It was
at the theater
good. It was
2
good.
Fridays ago.
Okay, now I kind of want to watch it because I did
And-
used to play that all the time.
Oh, you'll love it.
my God.
They did a great job.
Okay.
Oh, the storyline's good. The humor, again, the adult humor that the kids won't pick up on, that just parents in the crowd. Oh, totally, and that's okay. Yeah, like there was music and stuff that took me back to my parents' bedroom.
Oh,
in
it's
1988 when you got a Nintendo and you got Mario Brothers and Duck Hunter. You got it as like a kit.
Oh, yeah.
You got the gun
Yes.
and I'm like, I mean, it was like one of those moments where you suck
stick
into
you
like
right back.
Portal,
a
yeah.
fly on the wall, like looking down on yourself. I mean, it was almost giving me goosebumps thinking
I
about
went
it.
home
it
and
was
plugged
very,
in the Super
It was
Nintendo.
very nostalgic.
Yes,
I
you
was
still
like,
have it?
Oh, I still got the Super Nintendo. I wish I had the original, the OG, but I do have the Super Nintendo with a couple of the
I
Mario
think
ones.
there's a device now.
There is. I have
Really
that
gonna
too.
make me sound
That has
like
it's like
the
has
multiple
all the
thing?
games, yeah, and just a
Yeah.
controller.
Okay.
I think we still have a Sega.
Oh,
sick.
Yeah. Wait, I know I had it recently.
With the
Yeah.
black
Yeah.
controllers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, big-
the Sega
big brown ones.
Genesis.
Yeah, with what is the ninja game? Anyway, yeah. Still have that rolling around somewhere, I think in my brother's house.
Yeah, GameCube with the
Oh,
Super
yeah.
Smash Bros. Melee.
Yeah,
I bought it specifically for that game.
yeah.
So fun.
Well, it's funny. Like my kids never got. I refused to buy them an Xbox or a
Oh yeah.
PlayStation.
We don't have any consoles.
They have
now.
the Super Nintendo, the Wii, and now that's it. I mean, now
Oh,
they're
we
kind
have
of
a
out of.
Wii. Okay.
That's when stuff was good though. The new
Yeah.
stuff is too real.
It's
Yeah.
very real.
Well, it's all internet. It's not like a game
Yeah.
you plug in there and
Oh.
Well, now
You
it's
know,
like
everything's-
Roblox. It's all like million.
Yeah, like you
games on
download
one.
games and you play with kids across the country with headphones and first person and, basketball and Madden football. And
they're insanely large. Like there was a Call of Duty game that was like 60 something gigs. I was like,
Yeah.
no,
is that a lot?
that's a lot.
Okay.
Well,
That
I
is a
mean,
lot.
like depending on what platform or
Game console you use?
console you get, yeah. Because like I got one that's like a terabyte or something, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, they come like that? Like the
But you have
phones, you
to
get
download-
to choose what size like new phone you get. Is
Yeah.
there a terabyte iPhone now?
Yeah.
The new one is. What's yours? You got a new one?
I got like a
Yeah.
256,
Yeah, I think they have them now.
Yeah.
but there was a bigger option.
Probably the
There
terabyte.
was
Play
like a
the
Hot
game
Boy
on
that was
there.
like another couple $100, I think.
It's unnecessary.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would like that much
I would
on
get
a
that.
phone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because all your
Yeah.
pictures
Exactly.
and all that,
And you don't do
all
the
the
cloud,
videos,
so-
and then you start doing Canva and all the stuff on there.
Yeah.
It's
Yep.
like, man,
It adds
You
up
can
quick.
load them up quick. Yeah.
because it gets full. I think this one's 256, but I have like 18,000 pictures and like my whole family, my whole life's on this thing.
Yeah, but that's a problem with phones these days, though. All my pictures are in there and they're stuck in there. I never look at them again.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to consciously
Yeah.
like go back and go to 2018 in June.
Right.
Oh my God, that one thing,
Yeah.
that trip, and
Yeah, people don't print them out and put them in the
No.
book so you
Right.
can look at it.
Whole book.
oh man,
Yeah.
yeah.
What happened to books? Physical
You know, my
photos.
wife went back to that. She makes one annually. She makes
so
a
much
conscious
time.
effort to go through and print
Good
some
for her.
photos.
That's awesome.
And then what we do for Mother's Day is we do the calendars. So
That's a good idea.
That's a
so
great
Rena will
idea.
collect a bunch of photos from my brother and Marissa.
She'll do it for herself?
No, she'll do it for
Oh.
my mom and her mom.
Oh,
So-
but do you do it for her?
No, actually.
It's Sunday.
You've got
It's
a
this
couple
week.
days.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go get her some Versa pants.
There you go.
Oh, there you go. She'll like
Nice
that.
save.
Oh, take a picture of that. Then you get the picture to make the calendar.
Like, honey,
the
there
booty
There you
calendar.
Your butt's
go.
gonna look good.
Personal counter, the one that's in your side of the bathroom.
She is like, she is perfect for those pants
Oh, good.
because she loves mid layer, base layers, fleeces.
You're right.
I mean, she
That's
is
her style.
always looking for something new. Quarter zips, pants, sweaties. I mean, she's got like 2 drawers full of it.
Oh,
Shit
perfect.
overflowing. Some things need to probably go to replace others.
We'd be happy to add to the collection.
Yeah.
Perfect.
You guys do? We just did the Big Brothers. You know, they come by and we have so much stuff to give away.
Oh,
You guys
for
do
the-
that?
for
Have
the
them come
boys?
by and no, but just Big Brothers, Big Sisters give
No,
away
we do this
stuff. And,
Goodwill usually.
yeah. Well, they come if you put all the bags out. We had so much. I mean, like 8 bags, 6 boxes.
Tell you
I'm
though,
like, jeez.
I got like the full hand-me-down thing going.
Oh,
oh, with the girls.
Because I got a 14, 9, and 4.
oh yeah.
that's
So the
perfect.
stuff can, of course, the stuff the 14-year-old was wearing is kind of like dated. So there's like a limitation on that. But when you go and buy North Face rain jackets and fucking bog rain boots, they're
Yeah.
kind of the more
It's tough to get rid
expensive
of stuff,
multi-use
man.
shit. Oh, and then the little, yeah.
I'm going through my hoodies. I was like, I might. I only have 50 hoodies, but I might wear that one camping one
I've
time.
been recycling at Hoarding Marmot.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, you take clothes over there?
I haven't redeemed anything. I just take them, and then I think I got some credit going on.
you probably go in there. You probably have $1,000
I'm
worth of
like,
credit in
dude,
there.
you can get a raft. I'm like, oh, I could. I mean, I just every year I make it a point is I add a jacket or a pair of pants. Something has to go.
I try to do that.
You know, so I have this like clothes rack in a closet downstairs that I just took, and the girls have everything else in the house. I just have my own couple spots, but I got this nook closet, and the rack is swaying.
Because it's so heavy.
It's just so heavy, and I'm like, oh man. So
I do that with the
gotta-
toys, like Christmas. So if the
Oh.
kids get like 5 new things, I was like, okay, well, you need to get rid of, or we need to go donate 5 things that you don't play with anymore.
I like that.
It just stacks up.
So we got
Yeah,
parental
but-
pro tips for you.
Oh, yeah, I know. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
next
have to-
podcast. Brandon Daniels
learning
pro,
so much.
pro
And
parental
It's
tips.
funny too because we were talking about kids shows and like the new shows that are coming out and how you be sitting there one night, you know, maybe at that point maybe having a glass of wine and your child to be completely out of sight doing something else, and you'd be sitting there watching Mickey Mouse Clubhouse for 30 minutes, and you're like, why am I watching this? Because you're just used to it being on all day, and then
You're just zoning out.
you're watching it.
Do they still have
I
the
can
song?
have my show
The
on.
hot dog song?
Yeah, they do that show. I don't watch it occasionally. Right now it's Bluey.
Oh, Bluey, that's right.
You know what Bluey is?
I've heard of Bluey.
The little
My kids weren't
Australian
into
dog
Bluey,
family.
but they were into the hot dog
Oh,
song.
it is. It is. They designed that show for parents to watch with their kids because it is hilarious to watch as a parent. It's funny.
I've heard so many people actually talk about how good it is, and I'm like,
It is really good.
okay.
And the girls watch it in the morning, and I'll just pause with a cup of coffee in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
I won't invest much into it, but I usually walk away with a quick little, like a little snicker.
Yeah.
You know, the kids don't get it, but I got it.
I appreciate when they put something in there for the adults.
Well, when it's family orientated instead of just, this is just for kids. Mm-hmm. And then you're like wanting to, turn it off because it's so annoying. Yeah.
Well, there's so much of it now too. There wasn't a lot of options, but now there's streaming TV. It's endless as far as clicking on Disney and your kids want to watch Lion King. There's just unlimited stuff for them to tune into. It's easier for parents today than maybe 10, 15, 20 years ago when you had to go to the Red Box and get a DVD for a movie.
Where cartoons were only on from 8 to 11 in the morning on Saturday.
Yes. No, they're all week.
There's a whole
all
channel.
Day.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't say channels. No one has channels anymore.
Do
it's not
kids
a
even know
channel.
what channels are?
No.
Okay. I don't think so.
Mine won't.
We don't even
Mine
have
won't.
cable. I don't even know how one gets cable anymore.
No. You have cable?
No.
No, no one has cable.
I've thought it forever. Like, don't streaming TV's garbage.
I think
Spend
if
more
they
money.
brought it back and they're like, it's $10 now, I'd be like, oh, okay. I'll take cable now. Because
Yeah.
now it's like $15 for
Yeah.
Netflix, 15
Right.
for Hulu, 15 for
It's
HBO.
crazy.
Oh, you're
15 for
$250 a month
ESPN.
and some
Easy.
shit.
Someone's going to
Easy.
reinvent it and be like, this is a streaming service, but with everything.
It's
Well,
called
yeah.
cable.
Yeah.
Well, DirecTV has
Cable Plus.
their streaming version, so you can get all those network channels.
Oh.
Oh, like Hulu,
That's
and I think
live?
YouTube
No. You would get a package like you would in the cable days,
Oh.
but
Who does that?
DirecTV.
Do you have to have a satellite that doesn't work out the time?
No. It's internet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I penciled it all out, and
You said it's graph?
well, I went in for a phone, and then when you go in for a phone, it's a kind of a process. So I had some dead time, and the dude sat down, and
You open up the Excel sheet?
I'm like, all right, let's hear it out. So I just did a quick scroll. I'm like, well, we'll spend this much. I think. I was just totally guesstimating. And then I looked at that, and I'm like, then I'm adding a bunch of crap I'll never watch.
Yeah.
I mean, I watch YouTube TV and Netflix. Mm-hmm. Me.
That's your go-to?
That's it. That is it.
I don't watch YouTube TV.
Yeah, me either.
I watch YouTube all day.
No.
I watch YouTube.
No,
Do you watch
YouTube
that?
TV is like Hulu or Prime, or it's an app, right?
Yeah.
But it's blowing up.
Yeah.
It's blowing up.
They
It's
have
the next.
football games and
They
stuff.
they
It's
just
the
got the
next-
contract for NFL
Yeah.
something, right?
That's when you know you're in.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you can get the Sunday ticket from them. Wow. No, it is a really cool. I mean, if you ever do a 3-day trial, try it out. It is. I mean, it gives you all the features of what you liked about cable with the networks.
Is it through YouTube or is it a separate YouTube?
There's
TV?
YouTube app on your TV, and then there's YouTube TV app.
Okay.
It's separate. Yeah.
Yeah, I got the Hulu Live, which is nice.
It's same thing.
Same deal. Mm-hmm. ESPN Plus.
Yep.
That's pretty much all I watch.
Rabbit hole into that, but anyway,
Now
it's
you
the
know.
new way. It's the new way, man.
It's weird. It's
No
hard to
more
navigate.
cartoons on Saturdays. That doesn't
Oh, so
exist
sad.
anymore.
Yeah, that is sad.
Yeah,
Oh, that's very nostalgic.
indeed.
We went to did a nice couples ride to Connect.
Oh.
You guys got ATVs?
No, Paul rents them and does some vet rides with them, so
Okay.
we'll go I'll go once a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a whole different Alaska thing.
Yeah. You went out to connect. That's what you said.
Yeah, we do an annual.
Glacier.
Brandon's wife Rena actually puts it on, or just kind of. I wouldn't say put it on. I mean, yeah, put it on, but she like organizes, sends the text out, sets the date, sets the time.
Yeah.
And we went out there, and I was not expecting that many people. There was a big. I mean, we rolled up, and there was maybe like 8 couples that was with us, and then like 2 of those couples knew like this other group that was like 6 couples, and then these guys knew some other. Next thing you know, there's like 40 machines.
Oh,
yeah. When we crossed Jim Creek, it was they had like 20 something in their group, and we had like, I don't know, 12 machines in ours, and we were separated. I mean,
yeah,
you know, you don't really. It's kind of weird how everybody separates, and then you end up combining back up at some bottleneck part of the trail. But it's a good. It felt like the first summer thing that we went out and did.
How was the trail?
It was good.
It wasn't too wet or anything.
No, it wasn't too wet. It wasn't
would have been nice.
No.
Dust, because the dust was. I mean, the dust was like whatevs, but
not as bad as before.
Not as bad as it's been in the past, but it was pretty dusty.
Yeah.
The glacier was beautiful, and all the ice was up close. Wasn't really a lake yet, but you can walk on it. It seemed like some people had ridden on it earlier in the year.
Yeah, we had the one homie who was out walking around, messing around. It was pissing me off. I was like, get off there. No, it was good. It was windy and chilly by the glacier, so we got a few photos, and then we went and tucked behind the hill, you know, as you get to the glacier there. But it was a good outing. I mean, it just felt nice to get out, see mountains and fresh air, and we had a fire and made lunch. And
it's such a cool ride out there.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's a slow go. It's kind of gets complicated when you have that many people.
Yeah. Did anybody get stuck?
Well, one guy broke down, and so then the group kind of got separated, which was kind of nice. Just like riding with like, you know, 6 machines, 4 machines versus, you know, 18.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a breakdown. They decided to leave their machine. We dispersed some gear. They jumped in with us because we had a couple extra seats, and then so we continued the ride and then had to drag that thing out of there at the end. But it broke down like really, really early in the ride.
Right when we crossed Jim Creek.
That never happens. It's always at the end.
We were really grateful that it happened where it did, because I mean, to drag a machine that far would have been a long ride out. Mm-hmm. But no, it was pretty good. Fairly, I mean, everybody was safe and responsible, and because you know, there's just a lot of room for error when you have a lot of people out there riding, and you know, some have more experience than others, and some people make you know, errors in judgment when it comes to making turns a little too fast, and it's easy to roll a 4-wheeler over. Not going to say any names.
I was
just glad that everybody was okay.
And I just happened to click the picture as the homie, I don't even know his name actually,
Gage,
and his new girlfriend flipped the machine over, and I got the picture of it. I should actually show you guys.
In your picture?
In the phone. So I'm like doing it, and in the background there's
he photobombed them totally inadvertently with the 4-wheeler like tipping. He's like, look at this photo. What the fuck?
Oh my god!
You should airdrop it to me.
Okay,
that's so good.
I mean, it is just like
so funny.
You would have thought we tried to make this happen, and it was just coincidence.
Oh, I did. I posted it on.
Yeah, we had one little close call. You know, there's always like the one dude that's just doing too much.
Yeah.
He's kind of doing Brodies and, you know, messing around, and he's got his girlfriend on the back. And
yeah, I wasn't even thinking you said ATVs, and I was thinking we only do it with side-by-sides. I haven't done it with a 4-wheeler.
Oh.
Yeah.
There's a lot of side-by-sides.
Yeah.
And it's a good time to get out and like make sure all your stuff works, and, you know, get it all cleaned up and realize, oh, I need to fix this or that, or I forgot to fix this or that. Did it pop up?
Yeah, it should be. Oh, wait a minute. I don't know where it went. I don't know where it actually went. You want to try it again? I don't know where it went.
Oh, you opened in photos instead of.
Yeah, we were talking, and I looked at the girls there and accepted it, but I didn't know where I accepted it. But yeah, I mean, it's just been such a long, drug out spring.
Yeah.
That it felt like that was a first. I don't know. I mean, it was still chilly, but enough to peel down to a t-shirt for a few minutes when the sun came out.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Yeah, no, not at all.
It's usually pretty windy out there. gets a little brisk.
Yeah.
By the glacier.
But
yeah, it did. It was, and we always planned to like have like a fire on that glacier side and eat, but it was really cold and windy. So we're like, let's just go around.
Yeah, you don't have to go far. It's kind of crazy actually how much it warms
right
up.
on the other side. It was I even took a little nap. Actually, kind of a long nap.
A little tundra nap.
My wife like comes and puts a jacket on me.
Aww.
Oh, that's nice. It's not sending again. Go back to it. It's got to download into your
it pulled up in here.
favorites, recent imports. There you go. Get it bigger. Make that.
Oh my gosh.
No.
So the girlfriend is already falling off. Engages. You can see his hand is still on the.
Oh god.
Oh, his hand is still on there. Yeah.
good.
Yeah, like they're both bailing.
He's just laughing, and the girl's like leg is under the thing. We had to like jump off and like get the machine off of her. Good thing it was a little machine, but
That's a fantastic.
she laughed it
photo.
off.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
nobody got hurt.
She did. They're a new couple. So she was like freshly introduced to the group, and I think it can be kind of intimidating when you're a new person in a group setting when everybody's tight.
Mm-hmm.
So, but man, she was really, really a trooper with that whole thing, because I could see a gal being like, "You motherfucking slapping him like you almost killed me."
She did later. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I'm gonna say they got in the truck
We'll
afterwards.
see if she's
Like,
there next year.
Put a knife to his throat. You motherfucker! Do that again. Yeah, that was a good time.
Did you send him that photo?
I don't know. I don't have his number.
I do, and now I want it, so we will send it to him.
Okay. Yeah, send it to him. Poor guy. That's dangerous.
Exactly.
So, what do you guys have planned for this spring, as far as like outdoor activities? We'll get into the gear in a little bit.
Oh man, spring. Oh, we're going to Hawaii here in a second
Oh, nice.
on Monday. So that kind of
Oh, sweet.
yeah. But past that, I mean, once Kenai opens, we'll get some. I guess it's kind of getting into summer, but
Oh yeah,
do
when
some
you get back,
fishing.
it'll be
yeah,
turning green.
yeah,
Cause you leave Monday.
yeah. We get
For
back,
how long?
Yeah, we get back at 23rd, so it's pretty
yeah?
much June.
Yeah.
Yeah, Memorial Weekend's the next week.
Yeah.
Weekend, I think after that.
Yeah. So I mean, I haven't even thought about it. Probably some fishing. We should probably look at the boats. I'm sure they're
Oh, it's that
in
time.
good shape.
Yeah.
I
You said
I drained the drift boat the other day, so I know that's
You guys said you had the cabin at Caribou?
yeah. So so we've had a place out on Caribou Island out on Ski Lac Lake. Yeah, we had that my whole life, and it's probably the coolest place.
Is there sometimes you go there? Because I told you before, we've been looking at cabins, and I want to go north, but I've just been so hard to find one. I've been just open to wherever.
Yeah.
And some pop up there all the time, but always a concern is that what if you roll up there and you can't cross because it's the
yeah.
lake, that lake is sketchy.
It does all the time. Yeah, there's
Have you had to
been-
turn back ever and be like, oh,
so many times. Yeah. Usually wait it out and maybe try and go across. Usually around like 9 or 10 p.m. it'll usually calm
Okay.
down. So sometimes we'll just wait it out. Sometimes we'll go back, or more often we get stuck on the island.
okay, that was my
Yeah.
next question.
Yeah. So we used to get stuck out there all the time. And honestly, those were the best days.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Because everybody
bet,
just
yeah.
kind of throws up your hands. You're like, well, let's enjoy it. You know, get the
No.
booze out, get the snack. You know, we're here.
Yeah,
Let's go.
Like, we got stuck. Bummer.
Yeah, exactly.
Guess we're not
Calling to
going
work.
home.
Yeah, calling to school, whatever it is. Yeah, those are the best days. So we get stuck out there a lot. Or my dad's got a 185, so we'd fly back, and sometimes we get halfway and be like, nope, come on back. So that happens sometimes, but yeah, more often than not, we get stuck on the island, which is way better.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's no joke. You don't mess with crossing when it's nasty. Yeah.
Do you guys have you got any reports on the lake this year, or talked to any family members, or
No.
Because I feel like this would be a late breakout.
Yeah, yeah,
Of the
probably
lake.
will. No, we haven't. There used to be quite a few people that lived out there full time, so they'd be out there all winter. Nobody lives out there full time anymore, at least not that I know of. So it's a little bit different. Usually somebody's got to go down there and kind of check it out. I haven't asked my parents, so I'm not sure if they've heard from anybody if it's out. But usually if it's out, it's still too low to put the boats in at the.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So that's usually the bigger problem.
So people can go out there in the snow machine across?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Yep. Snow machine across. We used to take cars across, but yeah, people don't really do that anymore, which is smart. This is probably a good thing.
Oh, for safety?
Yeah.
Few dropped in or something in the past, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I wondered about that because some lakes, there's like roads all over the place, and others, there's none. Like I went to Lake Louise this winter, and I was surprised there wasn't a road.
Yeah,
because I mean that's frozen like solid, like 4 feet.
Well, the overflow is gnarly on that lake.
I think it's like on the, like Big Lake, there's people out there all the time, and they've got somebody to, like, people monitor it more. Like I said, back in the day, when people lived out there all year, I mean, they'd have to drive to town to get food or whatever, so there would be more of a road, but there's nobody out there to maintain it, and to check on it and make sure that it's good. So I think that's probably why snow machines usually are good, because you can find a route around, but with the cars, you can get in some trouble real quick.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever drive out there back in the day?
We never, you know what? We might have one time, way back in the day, but not really. We didn't go out there a whole lot in the winter because my brother and I were in so many sports. It was kind of hard to get out there. But yeah, a couple times we go out there and snow machine across. But I can't remember being in the car. I think there's maybe a photo of me we'd crossed in the car, but there was an incident when I was pretty little with one of the neighbors. And so that was the end of that.
I think I've heard that story. Pretty.
You heard that story?
I just no.
I mean.
Oh, really?
No. I heard my brother knew a dude that his family had cabins out there, and it was everybody drove it until something went bad, and then it just ended.
Yeah,
like
that's the last time.
A car fell in, and then it was not to be trusted anymore, I guess. Of course, the winters aren't what they used to be in the 70s and 80s. Maybe, I mean, in terms of cold, hard, months where it would give the ice a chance to really get firm. I feel like this winter that lake probably froze up hard.
Yeah, probably. We didn't go out there this year. I know that it usually doesn't even freeze until the end of January, February, so there's really not a whole lot of an ice season anyways, at least for the whole lake, at least to get to Caribou.
Yeah.
Do people ice fish out there?
I've heard.
Yeah.
I heard again back in the day.
I think there'd be some big boys up in that lake.
Oh yeah,
they're all coming up there from the river.
Yeah, I had a guy tell me that the ice fishing in the lake used to be epic until the Valdez oil spill.
Really?
Which is kind of like, and this is an educated guy. I'm not going to say his name, but he's a principal here at a school in town. But
says a lot.
You probably know who he is, actually. We'll talk about that later. He said, for whatever reason, since that spill in the 80s, even though we're talking Cook Inlet versus Prince William Sound, right, and where the salmon come from, and I don't know if I'm not educated enough on the subject that if the Prince William Sound oil spill really damaged the, wildlife stuff all the way up to Cook Inlet. Yeah. Like, I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know.
He just said that I can tell you right now, we used to catch monster this, monster that, and ice fish, and then it
done
dramatically stopped. So,
how many cabins are on that island?
In the 40s or 50s. There's quite a few. I mean, most of them are abandoned or nobody goes out there once a year kind of cabins.
Generation shifts where people took care of them, and then the new people that it was given to or passed down to just.
Yeah, I think some people too, they buy a spot out there and then they go out to see it for the first time and they're like, oh, this is not what I thought.
Yeah.
Or it's more work than they're willing to put time into.
Yeah, because a lot of them are in the middle of the island and there's no water, there's nothing, so you have to, and there's nowhere to park your boat, so you got to go quite a ways, so you got to haul your stuff up to the place, you got to haul your water. Some people pump it, but so I think some of that, and then there's some swampy areas, so there's some, or they're hard to get to, like the way that the rocks go out from certain parts of the island, it gets real shallow. So I don't know, I think it just kind of depends.
Do the brown bears get up on there?
Occasionally, but pretty rarely. I mean, we'll get a bear here and there, but not that often.
Just swim over, mess around.
Yeah.
go back.
Yeah. They usually figure out pretty quick that there's nothing around.
It's not far from the mainland.
No, it's
On that
really
left
close.
side.
Yeah, it's really close. We get more moose than bears.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You ever see the caribou come wander down there?
No.
Good question.
Never seen a caribou.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
I've heard stories of people seeing caribou on the lake edges, but
I have never seen one on
I mean-
I've seen them on the Kenai, but I've never seen them
More
on
lower?
Ski Lake. Yeah, on the lower part.
Yeah, that's what Tyler was saying. I was
it would be
asking him
pretty
that.
close to Ski Lake. You know
Yeah,
what
I mean it is close, but no, never seen them. And then we'll hike up like Cottonwood and stuff like that. I've never seen them up there either. Which
Actually, Google that real
doesn't-
quick. Did
doesn't
you
mean
put
anything.
caribou on
You've
the
been
Kenai?
up Cottonwood pretty far?
yeah, oh yeah, you can go. I mean, really, you could just keep going
right
if
up
you
in-
wanted.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
You
you
can-
hit past the tree line. I mean, you can go wherever.
You can go, yeah. I've tried a couple times, but I've always gone too early, and there's too much snow.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. What did you want to look up, Daniel? What were we looking up?
Caribou,
Caribou
on,
Island? Yeah.
no, not Caribou, Caribou on Kenai River. Because I've seen some pictures of it.
Learn how to spell here.
I think it was named after. I think there was a really big herd out there.
There's like an
got killed
actual,
off, yeah.
yeah, it's like a Kenai. The
Yeah,
Kenai
I mean, there
herd.
still is, but I think it was
Go to images.
massive back in the day.
Someone sent me a picture one day of it in the wintertime.
Well, there's the draw hunt for the Kenai,
Kenai River caribou. Scroll down, maybe there's one.
like actually on the river itself.
Yeah, someone sent me a picture one time, and I was like, oh, there's like cabins right there. I was like, that's cool.
Like on the actual river.
Yeah, and you could tell it was like the Kenai with the color.
Dig a little bit.
I mean, I'm not saying they're not there. I just don't see them.
Yeah, you haven't actually seen one there. Yeah. Yeah, it was just, I mean, they call it Caribou Island for a reason.
Right.
One day there was a caribou
There was
walking across the
there
lake.
was a herd there one time.
We're going to call it that.
Yeah. Let's take a quick break, and we're going to come back with Brandon's Did You Know and a couple of upcoming events we got coming up. So we will be right back.
Barney Sports Chalet, supplying hunters with the best hand-selected gear since 1963. Barney specializes in supplying hunters with the absolute best Alaskan-proven gear on the market for some of nature's most rugged and demanding terrain. Whether you're headed to the remote volcanic islands of the Alaska Peninsula in search of a brown bear, or the shale-infested glacial valleys of the Brooks Range for Dall sheep, it is critical you choose the right gear for your dream hunt. Don't miss Barney's exclusive brand, Frontier Gear of Alaska, tested from the high mountains of Tajikistan to the extreme conditions of Alaska. These products were designed for high performance and durability. Frontier Gear was derived from decades of experience hunting big game in Alaska. Paired with other top brands, it provides you the absolute best gear selection anywhere in the world. Stop in at Barney's Sports Chalet in Anchorage on Northern Lights, or check out their custom website and reference tool at barneysports.com.
The Alaska chapter of Backcountry Hunters and Anglers. BHA is the voice of our Alaska public lands, waters, and wildlife. From national level policy work to engagement with boots on the ground projects from Kotzebue to Ketchikan, BHA performs public land cleanups, hunting and fishing clinics, and community education to help take your game to the next level. BHA's community-minded goal is to uphold our hunting and fishing legacy while keeping wildlands wild and fostering the next generation of sportsmen and women for years to come. Make sure to follow BHA Alaska for upcoming events, local brewery pint nights, and more. Stand up for Alaska public lands and waters by supporting the Alaska chapter of Backcountry Hunters and Anglers. Join us today at backcountryhunters.org.
The Treehouse AK, your one-stop dispensary located at 341 Boniface Parkway. Be sure to ask the bud tender about their deal of the day, because honestly, there's always something good on deck. And guys, listen, this is where the culture lives. At the Treehouse, their dedication to servicing consumers has been developed through a lifetime of involvement in the cannabis culture. They're committed to providing the highest quality products at whatever value your budget affords, while always maintaining the deep-rooted principles that have carried them this far. Their focus is on relationships over transactions, and you can always depend on them to treat you with the respect you deserve. Hit them up at thetreehouseak.com, and remember, you must be 21 years of age to enter their store.
So they kind of started opening it up to stuff. It was a good experience. I mean, it's pretty fun at the Denina too, but I guess it was probably more or less just everybody getting out after a long time.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. There seems to be a lot of cleanups happening. We try to promote as many as we can. Obviously, everyone's trying to clean up somewhere. But a few notable ones, they have the Russian River cleanup that BHA is doing. That is June 9th through 11th. If you're trying to be a participant in that, you will get a free campground spot, which is really cool. For the opener on the Russian River, pretty prized campsite area. So go to bhaalaska.com, I want to say it is, or just Google them, BHA Alaska, to sign up for that. And that's June 9th through the 11th. Brandon will be down there, might pop in there as well. We'll be down in the area for that. They have for the off-road people, they have the Sutton cleanup May 20th.
That's the Toyota-owned group.
Yep.
That's, I think, heading that.
Yeah, big Toyota group. Total Truck's part of that. We're a sponsor with that. And Haley, who was on the show, hit me up about that. So that's May 20th, and they have a bunch of prizes and giveaways and all that stuff. They just did the Eagle River one with Nina on the Fly. Nina on the Fly?
Mm-hmm.
And I forgot what group she was. Oh, she was with Rovco. You guys know Rovco? Cross-country skiing. We should hook you guys up with them. They do a lot of cross-country skiing events and stuff like that. I think they're out of Fairbanks.
Okay.
But they have like ambassadors and stuff down in Eagle River and in Anchorage and stuff like that. So Dotna too. I think
right in your guys'
Erica with Alaska. Yeah, you guys should definitely hook up with Rovco. They got some good stuff going on. So they did their cleanup there for Eagle River.
There's a lot of cleanup.
Actual Eagle River. Yeah. Then the Sutton one. And then there is I think, by the time this show comes out, the one at Ship Creek's already going to be over with.
That's this weekend.
That's this weekend. And then, you didn't miss the Slam and Salmon Derby, which is June 9th through the 17th. We are going to be doing a giveaway for that. So check on our Instagram for that. We are going to be giving away some merch. And we're also going to be giving away a couple of free entries, VIP passes to the Derby. Basically, you'll be able to go down there and participate in the Derby for free and have a chance to win. He's got all kind of cool prizes. Alaska Mint donates gold.
Gold nuggets.
There's cash, there's gold, there's equipment. And that Derby is June 9th through the 17th. So go to the Bait Shack. Ship Creek downtown, or go check out Bait Shack on Instagram or his website. I'm assuming it's baitshack.com or thebaitshack.com.
The Bait Shack, yep.
For that. So sounds like summer, spring, like all that stuff is like
full swing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's I was kind of laughing about it earlier tonight when we were talking about all the cleanups that are going on. And maybe it's just because I'm not a big social media guy that I pay attention. But the cleanup, the energy and effort and the fact that people are organizing these things are amazing. Yeah. Because as we know, when the snow melts, all that shit just surfaces, right?
That's crazy.
Saturday morning, when we were driving out to the valley, I seen guys through the Eagle River area side by side, just sitting on the side of the road, picking up trash. And I'm like,
that's cool.
You're not probably supposed to do that. Jump in your side-by-side and ride it down the bike trail and jump out. But, hey, man, he's out there picking up trash.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And we go down that stretch for, 2 or 3 miles of the highway, and it's clean. And I'm like, oh, man, dude, like,
it's cool.
I'm going to thank that guy.
Yeah.
Because it made that morning drive beautiful because there was no trash. And, I mean, coming to the city, of course, Minnesota and Seward Highway, it's like, oh, my God.
Well, it's really cool that these other Alaska outdoorsy kind of companies are jumping on board with that. Getting social media involved, getting the younger crowd involved, because before it was always like, oh, my mom, I gotta go do the cleanup day with the kids and all that stuff. But now it seems like it's blowing up, which is cool.
Yeah, I think it's great.
Yeah,
you can't obviously attend all of them, and we try to promote as many as we can and donate stuff for giveaways. But it's really cool that I'm sure there's way more that we haven't even. That's just within our vicinity here. I'm sure there's stuff in Fairbanks and and all over the place.
And for our listeners, they've got those orange trash bags kind of positioned everywhere around town where you can grab them and go out and do trash cleanups. Total Truck downstairs in Northern Waste, they have a basically like a kiosk kind of set up downstairs when you walk through the front door. They got a table set up. You can come and grab as many of those orange trash bags as you want and go around and do your own self-motivated cleanup if you're willing. So
That's cool.
Think about if you're down for it. I mean, the reality is you can keep driving by it. It ain't going to go anywhere.
Right.
Or you can pick it up.
Yeah.
And, done some cleanups in the past. It's actually, if you jump out of your car and start walking those areas and clean it up, it's a lot.
Yeah,
It's a
especially
lot.
like
You can fill a truck up quick.
Yeah. Yeah.
It helps.
They still do the actual like cleanup day with the students. I
Yeah.
don't know exactly what day that
They do all
is.
kinds of, like Conoco does them and stuff like that. Some of the bigger companies do them. Remember when I worked in oil and gas, there always was a cleanup.
Yeah,
all the time. Yeah, big ones.
Cookouts afterwards
Yep.
and beverages.
Yeah,
and
they make
fun
it kind of
stuff.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes it worth it.
I can't wait till it's all clean because, boy, it's pretty gross.
I know.
It is. There's some green popping out though.
Yeah.
Here and there.
Little
Some,
buds.
like,
Yeah, there is.
little side lawns and some of the landscaping starting to turn green. I'm kind of wondering how it's doing it. I mean, I don't know if you guys checked today. It was 47 degrees
I
again
know.
today.
Is it coming or
I
not?
was like, God damn, man, like crest 50.
I know. I still have several feet of snow in my yard. I feel like, from the plow, but oh my gosh.
Yeah. Is it in the shade too?
Yeah. I got to start putting it on the driveway.
Yeah. Start scooping it
Just
out.
blow it into the devil.
Well, you just get tired of looking at it.
Yeah,
At some
exactly.
point, you're like, man, go away.
And it's dirty and gross.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy is the mountains around town. Not the Chugach. I'm talking about the snow dumps. Like
Oh,
they're, I don't know, man. They're like 100 feet high.
Oh, yeah. Just
Yeah.
brown and dirty and just
like-
exposing more trash as it
Well,
goes.
yeah, and I'm like, oh man, dude, those things are fucking gonna take forever to melt.
I mean, sometimes they don't go at all. I mean,
Yeah, they'll
there's
run
still
all the way through. Some are
Yeah.
just.
I don't think they're going anywhere.
There's a
this year.
couple that are. I mean, they're towering
Yeah.
so high that I'm not sure. Damn eyesore, man.
I got a buddy who goes with like a metal detector,
Oh, and goes.
Does he find good stuff?
Oh, I bet.
all kind of stuff.
Yeah, because once you drop it in the snow,
Gone.
it's gone. Drop a key, gone. Drop a ring, gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Start scrambling around and trying to feel around, just spreading it out, making it worse. Oh my God, where'd it go? It's gone.
It's gone.
Just dropped under your car, still can't find it. It's fucking awful, man.
We had like 40 inches on our front lawn, and I was trying to record it, and I dropped my phone.
Oh.
Oh shit.
And it went, I had the heart attack I had. I finally found it, but it was like panic. I was like, oh my God, where did it go?
Well, and it's so easy to panic and then
Yeah,
start
you're
like
just like-
shuffling. If you just stop and go, "Oh, okay, wait.
Just like,
Right into the slot. Try to just envision where it went. Don't start like grab a shovel. Start
I know.
Yeah. Just throw it behind you.
just sling it back further. That's really gone.
That's funny. I would go take my oldest is really in, as you look that up, when you're ready. My oldest
yeah.
really into ice fishing, so we would go ice fishing a lot. And my youngest is not into ice fishing, but he's into shooting his bow. And so I would bring the bow and the target with him to go do the stuff at just like lakes around town and stuff. And there's still snow, and like same thing. Like he shot and he missed the target, and we spent like 45 minutes trying to find the arrow. Because you're like, it's just this tiny hole, and it was way farther than we thought it was, of course.
Always is.
But just remind me of that. We could have used the metal detector there, actually. Beep, 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 beep.
Well, I wanted to keep our show moving here. And did we officially introduce our show?
Oh, no,
feel
we
like-
did not.
I feel like we didn't.
Shoot. Hey, no worries. 50 minutes in.
So, just for the record, so you guys know, our show is very, very loose. Okay, our structure is loose. Our agenda is loose. I have a did you know fact, but before I drop the fact, I wanted to introduce our guests.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that.
If you'd
Yeah.
like
Welcome
to.
to Alaska Wild Project, episode 117. Today we have Erin and Chaney of Versa Outfitters. Thanks
All
for
right.
coming.
Thanks
Thank
for
you.
having us.
Yeah.
And it's Erin Ersland Thacker.
Well, now it's just Thacker.
Now it's just Thacker?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Official
Where do you
Ersland.
where do you find Ersland? Do I need to move it from something?
Yeah.
Instagram?
Isn't that your Instagram?
Oh,
It's at Ersland.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I was like, well,
Damn.
I wanted to be
Yeah.
I wanted to be PC here. I was like, I mean,
It's a hyphenated.
I have a hard
Yes.
time getting rid of my Instagram name, so
Yeah.
it's never going to change. So yeah,
Just
it'll
keep
be on
it.
there.
Yeah.
and it's Chaney Fray.
Yeah.
Chaney Fray. All right. Versa Outfitters, you guys specialize in?
Outdoor apparel, base layers mostly right now. Fleece is our specialty. Fleece warm layers.
Staying warm.
Staying warm.
lightweight.
Comfortable.
Comfortable.
Yeah. Gotta
Right.
be comfy.
Versatile.
Versatile.
Ooh.
You got it.
I feel like fleece is coming
Hashtag
back
Versa.
too.
Fleece is coming back. In my opinion, it never left. And
No.
No, it didn't.
But there was a time, like,
No, it,
you know,
I mean,
it
I
was.
that's why we
skipped
did
it.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole thing came about mainly because I was so tired of not being able to find fleece pants that fit. I could only find men's, and they were always either like down to my knees or way up my chest.
High water.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
the crotch was all weird.
All
or the
weird, yep.
butt was all saggy or
Yep.
whatever.
Yeah, and then they have these big bulky waistbands, and I couldn't layer them under my waders or snow pants or anything like that. So came to Chaney, and we had a third partner when we first started, Val, who has kick sled. She got a little busy with that, so she had to bow out right
okay.
before we
Oh,
launched.
cool.
Yeah, which is great for her. But yeah, I asked if they wanted to do this with me, and that's how it started. Couldn't find fleece pants.
Yeah, I mean, it's well, there was such a big transition in synthetic outerwear and outfitter gear.
Down and
It just kind of like it just spiraled. You know, there's just so many options and brands, and I mean, fleece is kind of an original.
it's the
You know,
OG
if you go, I mean, if you go from like wool and then polyester, and so fleece was huge. I mean, I was just joking with Chad on Saturday. He was making fun of my goggles that I was wearing. Those old like 1997 Scott snow machine goggles I was wearing on the ride. And I was like, I got these out of Dennis Kirk. And if you guys know what Dennis Kirk was, it was a catalog. Because, you know, back in the 90s, there wasn't a lot of shops in Anchorage where you could go and get snow machine gear.
I was like
there
Gary
was, like,
King. That was it.
I mean, but they didn't really have like specialized snow machine, like base layers, mid layers, shells. You know, it's before climb, all that stuff. And Dennis Kirk was a catalog you could get goggles and helmets, and you know, back then it was polyester, wicking gear and hard shell stuff. And anyway, fleece was king.
Yeah.
When we used to go ride in snow machines and stuff, because it dried fast and wicked, and it was warm and light and cozy, but it was never a lot of stuff for women.
No.
Like there was nothing in that catalog for women. I don't even know if there was any women. Like I think later on and I think Dennis Kirk is still around, but now it goes to the Gore companies and the Kuyus and the different Patagonia's obviously kind of own the market there for fleece, but it seemed like people tried different things, and you guys brought it back to
The original.
the original.
Yeah.
Which brings me to my point. So, segment in our show, we do Alaska Do You Know? So just some fun little facts. Some people know them, some people don't. I was thinking about our show leading up to this. I do my own little production, and I thought about original Alaska Native gear, right?
Okay.
Which was animal skins typically, right?
Yeah.
But I thought about more specific to like regional, what they wore. Obviously, if you're in Arctic, mountainous, southeast. One that intrigued me the most was kind of like the North Slope, North Brooks kind of area. We hunt that area, and if you're in those mountains, you deal with crazy swings in weather, whether it's heat and cold and snow and rain. And I thought, man, what did they wear? And I started looking into it. And so, did you know they used caribou skin and fur, which makes sense for the regional animal. But the cool, like, nitty gritty about it was the active wear features that it offered, as far as being lightweight, warm, comfortable, and versatile, which was exactly what your guys' fleece is. And so caribou fur, or caribou skin, basically was lightweight, very warm, water resistant, and strong. And the dense underfur trapping underlong guard hairs conserve heat, as does layering. And the honeycomb guard hairs contain tiny air bubbles, much like synthetics. So in clinical trials, skin-clad subjects stayed warmer than those in expeditions versus Army winter gear. So it's pretty cool that they basically figured out that was best for hiking around, moving around, sweating, cooling off, drying off, retaining heat. Like all that kind of science was involved in a sense with a very
practical
resource that they used. And it just kind of goes hand in hand with what a fleece can do, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably only downside to that is its abrasion resistance, right? Hence why it's a mid-layer.
Yep.
Put a rain pant over it, a shell, a wader.
A wader.
That's going to protect it. But you get all those attributes of caribou skin.
That's so interesting.
Yeah. I like that. So, did you know?
Now you know.
Now you know.
Now you know.
Yeah.
Now you know.
So tell us about Versa, like how it started. I mean, you said you were trying to find comfortable fleece pants, but there's a lot more that goes into design and development of a product than I just want this thing.
Yes.
There's the behind the scenes, there's the nitty gritty, there's the bumps in the road. So elaborate a little bit on that.
Lots of bumps.
Yeah.
That's the stuff people want to hear about.
Okay. Yeah. Well, we got those. You want me to take it?
I mean, sure. I mean, we're currently in the process of overcoming a bump.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, communication and like when you're working with certain manufacturers and stuff, there's lots of people. It's like a chain, and sometimes it's just really hard to find really efficient ways that manufacturers can work in order, or like a design house or something, in order for you to make sure that what you told the person you're working with who's in charge of your project gets done down the road, so that when you get a new sample back, we're where we left off and further ahead, but we were finding ourselves constantly like 2 steps back because of a breakdown in the communication. So that's frustrating, but
yeah. So we started a couple years ago in the fleece pants. We have a few different things that we haven't even launched yet that we've fully designed and finished, and we just either aren't ready, like they're too expensive to manufacture right now for us, or some of them fabrics we just aren't excited about, so we got to figure that out. But the fleece pant is our first product that we've come out with, and
it's your staple.
It's our staple. We have a regular length, and then as soon as we launched it, we realized we needed a short length. So we did a really long inseam on these for tall people, because it's easier for short people to have a little bit of length than a tall person to not have enough. So then we came out with a shorter length of the pants. We have a short, petite. But we have a few other products we've been working on, like this top that I'm wearing now.
Okay.
So we've kind of had to change our designers. We have a new designer that we're working with now. We've tried to keep everything, we have kept everything in the United States. And we're looking for a different manufacturer because they aren't able to quite
That's hard to do, isn't it?
Keep it in the U.S.
Yeah, I mean, cost effectively,
right.
And
it is
logistically,
really
and
but with shipping costs, and then I think in China, I think the wage is going to increase. So it's like long term, it's also probably just, I mean, we prefer and we wanted to keep it in the U.S. from the start anyways, but then COVID happened and all this other stuff. So we're like, this is obviously the right, we're happy we're going on this track. Yeah. Cause it just went crazy, but.
Yeah. And it's still been tough. To launch in 2020 and then not be able to get fabrics for almost 7 months, I think. And, it's been a challenging time to start something that
really kind of going against the grain. Like all that. Yeah. There's already challenges in developing something and launching and marketing and all that stuff, but you can't make enough efficiently, then and you're trying to move stuff and trying to make capital, right? Gets tough.
It does. Yeah, for sure. And like I said, right now we're trying to find a new manufacturer, and it's always tricky because even if it's in the U.S., a lot of times they don't speak English. So there's that language barrier, and a lot of stuff gets kind of left behind, or we'll get samples and be like, you didn't even use the right material.
Oh, wow.
How is this possible? Our last one came back and I was like, I can tell from the picture that you sent me before you sent me this, they used the wrong material. I mean, it's just, so we're kind of figuring that, but also this last, I don't know, maybe like 6 months, been kind of like a little bit of a step back for us. We've had this top pretty much designed for since October. We thought it was done, and now trying to find a new manufacturer. So we've had plenty of bumps, but at some point we're going to iron them all out and we'll be able to do what we want to do. And we have a lot of products and things in our heads that we want to do. So,
that top you got on is awesome.
Thank you. Thanks.
I like it. I just noticed it also has the thumb holes.
Yes.
And for people that are just watching, that seems like the arms and then the top, maybe above the chest, is fleece.
Yep.
So what's the bottom?
So this is more of a sweat wicking material, and I
Like
wanted
a synthetic.
Yeah, so I wanted this top because mostly for when I'm backcountry skiing, it's you got to take your layers off because you get hot going up, but a lot of times it's still windy, and I mean same with any hiking. I don't like to hike, so I only do in the winter. But you need something, a base layer, and then you want to take your jacket off, but then your arms get cold. So I wanted something that was sweat wickling, where your pack's on your back, so it kind of comes up higher. Comes up higher in the back, and then where you're hot and sweaty, it's a sweat wicking material, keeps your arms and your chest warm because this is where the wind hits.
Yeah.
And then we've got, it's kind of like a buff around your face.
Yeah,
that's the most cool part about it.
Yeah. Well, I can here. Let me put the hood on.
Yeah, let's see.
for it.
And then
Yeah,
I want to see,
go
is
for
the back, does the line go all the way to the back like that, or is it? You said it goes down a little bit more.
You go full ninja?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
full ninja.
So-
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Can you turn
Yeah,
around?
good.
Can I see the back? Yeah. Oh, okay, so
Yeah.
it goes around.
Yep.
Yeah, no.
It goes full all the way.
yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. So we wanted to.
So if you're stuck up in the wind for a little bit, or hiking a windy area,
We should have had that video that you sent me. She was testing it out, and the wind was blowing. You couldn't
I got
hear
some good
anything
videos.
but the wind on the camera, and
Yeah.
just
And I was good. I'm good.
in place. Yeah.
Put my hat on, and then it stays around
Yeah.
your face, and it stays, since it's got the elastic around your face, it stays on, and it's got a little room for your ponytail in the back. I know you guys have that issue all the time, but
yeah, I'm always getting the hair out of my eyes.
it's
I'm
tough,
like, oh,
it's
all this
always
hair.
just in the way.
Jeez.
Yeah. So this is an older prototype. It's a little bit longer now. We've changed some other things, but yeah, we're hoping to have this one come out, and then a more of a men's friendly version.
Nice.
After that, so
That looks like a great piece for. We're talking about Kenai and Russian fishing. A lot of times you'll get on that river, and obviously you're in the cold water for hours, but you'll get a breeze that'll start coming down, and it just cuts.
yeah.
You don't need a jacket, but you want something light. That would be perfect to throw on. Throw
Yeah.
the hood on and just keep your body heat and warmth, and it's just like one layer over a base layer, or a nice merino wool T-shirt or something like that.
Yeah.
It
I
would
call it
just
the
be the
opposite of
perfect-
a vest,
Yeah.
because a vest is great for certain
It
scenarios,
is the opposite of a
but
vest.
I don't
Ooh,
wear
what do
a
we call that?
vest. I don't know.
What about that paired with a vest?
It's great.
Exactly.
It's great paired
I
with
am
a
the
vest.
king of vest
Yeah, look at you.
accessorizing. I'm a vestie. All right, I got vests on
Best
vests.
of the both worlds. You just
I'm like,
your
that
arms.
thing could, all right.
Yeah,
You're onto
I wear it
something.
fishing all the time. I mean,
Yeah.
I've had a prototype for almost 2 years now, and I wear them for everything. I'm quite spoiled.
I do the chicken chores in it.
Yeah.
It's great.
Was the early morning?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, during the winter, yeah. So I had the Versa pants on and it was match made in heaven.
Just
It's great.
perfect?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of crop toppy.
This one is initially we had it a little shorter because I didn't want to have to tuck in all of my layers into my snow pants or whatever you're wearing.
Yeah.
So we had it a little bit shorter, but then we decided to go a little bit longer just because most people don't want a cropped top and don't maybe realize that it's just so you don't have to tuck it in because you already have layers. So we did go a little bit longer. This one's an older prototype, but
To give them the option if they want to tuck it in.
yeah. And a lot of people, that's not their protocol. So that's
Yeah.
okay.
Do you have the one that connects down here?
All the way to the bottom of your, oh shit. Yeah, that's coming.
I'm just wondering, when are you guys going to make a onesie?
Dude,
I
I'm into
mean, yeah.
I mean,
I
just
mean-
give me a onesie and I'll put a.
See, everybody
Put a
likes
shell on, I'm
onesies,
good,
but
man.
my biggest issue is how does one go to the bathroom?
Well, that's where you got to
The
make the
flap.
butt flap.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
who knows?
Got to make the men's version front flap.
Yeah.
Women version back flap.
Well, the
Don't
men
we
might
all
need a
have
back
great
flap, too.
ideas?
All
for-
flat.
One big flap.
How did the name Versa come up?
Well, when we were
Versatile.
yeah, that's part of it. But we had a different name at first, and then when Val ended up going forward with Kickslide, because that was kicking off, you know.
Nicely done.
I know. We're like, why don't we just, since we haven't launched yet, let's just go ahead and figure out a new name, because it's still really hard to find names. So that's like, was that the hardest part?
Oh, it took forever.
Oh,
Oh, it's horrible. I'm
man.
sure you guys struggle with it
Dogs,
too.
kids,
So,
businesses.
Yeah, everything. Naming is
Names.
difficult.
Names is
Let's just say
important.
there was a lot of like 1:30 a.m. random get up to go pee. How? What about this one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
And I
yeah.
wake up and I'm like, oh yeah, let's add that and this and this.
Yeah.
So I was like texting, and I just randomly was like, or vice versa. And then I was like, oh, wait, I like that Versa, because it just works. Really.
Yeah, and all our stuff is kind of, you can wear it this way or, the other way, vice versa. So it worked out perfectly. She
And
named
it wasn't taken.
And it wasn't taken.
And it wasn't taken.
that
This
we
is
know
important.
of. Yeah.
Well, and it
I
made
know.
a great logo.
Yeah, is that your work, Chaney?
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
beautiful. And for people that don't know, you are also what's the technical
Graphic designer?
word? Graphic designer?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Or design graphics.
Yeah, I'll just call it that. Yeah.
She's an artist of many types.
Okay. She just has that mind, the talent.
Just
Yeah.
the creative
Well,
stuff. Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of less is more in terms of logo and branding. So it's something that sears in your mind and it's simple versus like too busy, and it's clean and simple, and it's got the logo with the A at the end, and I think
Thank you.
I dig it.
Yeah, I like the
You don't forget
the
it.
triangles. What's the colors? It was like that. Was like, oh no, this has got to be the color.
So
Yeah.
random.
Well, when there was three of us, so we did it just to honor the three of us. So we each picked a color, like our favorite color. And
Random.
It was, yeah.
And they all were jewel tones and they all fit together.
So
It
we're
was-
like, perfect.
Oh, perfect. So that was an organic
Yep.
design part.
What color
Okay.
is this?
That's, well,
Oh, that's
spice
actually-
berry.
Spiceberry. Okay.
That's what I would call it.
Wow.
That was me.
Blue. This
Blue
one's
is me. Yeah, it's my favorite color.
Not blue.
Well, it's like an emerald.
Emerald blue.
Yeah.
It's got to be fancier than
Yeah.
just blue.
Sorry. My mistake.
And this one?
It's like I'm the artist, I should know, forest green,
Yeah.
but kind of like a tealish tint
Can I see
to
that
it.
again?
So it's like a blue green kind of color. Yeah, but not quite teal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've noticed
It's like sapphire.
because we
and
were talking about
Sapphire.
Haley from
There it
there's Lady Owned Toyotas. That's a group, and they have a series of, I don't know if it's triangles or arrows.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe it's slashes, but it's three
It's right there.
colors
We have the
too.
card. It's vertical.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that black card right there.
And so
Yeah, that's
all
the
like
one.
ladies that are part of that group, they'll have that somewhere on their
on their
Toyotas.
Yodas.
Okay.
On the
That's
grill.
Cool. I'll
Or,
have to keep an eye out for that. That's cool.
yeah, it's pretty rad. You got a Toyota?
No, but I'll keep,
Oh.
look for it on Toyotas.
Yeah, you'll see it. Once you
Yeah.
see it, you're like,
you'll be
oh,
buying a
there's
new
a-
Sequoia next year. Don't worry about it.
My mom's got one. Maybe I should get
Yeah.
one.
There you go.
Yeah, and the triangles, they spurred from mountains and angles and that kind of stuff. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I will say that's probably the most unique thing about your guys' pants is that waistband material that is also on the
Cuff.
on the cuff, on the ankle cuff, which kind of makes it like a jogger, which is really in fashion right now.
yeah,
I still have some ghetto old sweatpants that are just like straight leg, style. Like I just wear
Just
them
all
in the
baggy
house.
on the bottom.
I can't be cool going to a hockey game like these guys wearing their Lulus and all other stuff. So I really like that.
One day.
But the waist is like
He's warming up.
yeah.
yeah, and then like
I just
this
wanna
really
see that waistband
accentuates the
around
butt,
his,
the behind. I'd
Yes.
say, which is probably a
With the
main
curve.
factor with the curve.
Yeah.
Yes, the curve. But the high waistband, like that's got to be comfortable.
it is, and it. You don't want to be bending over and then your backside showing and it's cold.
Oh, that's a very vulnerable feeling.
It is. It's not pleasant, especially if you're out in like the snow
And
you
layered.
and your snow pants come down a little bit and you're nobody wants that. So the high waistband is and it's more comfortable, especially for, we initially designed these for ladies, men wear them too, but nobody wants a tight waistband on your waist, especially if you're wearing it for hours.
Or like a drawstring thing.
Yeah,
you
it cuts in.
cuts.
It's so
Yeah.
uncomfortable. And then if you're layering under things, or if you're out adventuring all day, you're bending down, stepping, whatever, it's so uncomfortable to have something tight around your waist. So that's why we wanted a flat waistband and something you could slide on over other base layers really easily, like if you had a legging on or something like that, and then also under things. So the flat waistband was key. And then we have the same material. It's kind of a fleecy material on the inside of the pockets, and they keep your hands nice and warm if they get chilly, and then they also kind of dry
pockets.
it off.
So is the band fleece also like an elastic fleece? Okay.
Yep. It's just a much lighter one.
Okay. Yeah, and I like your guys' seam placement, because seam in an active piece of
Good dig.
can really like grind on your skin. You know what I mean? Like a rub point.
Yeah.
And it looks like that especially the wide waistband eliminates that altogether.
Well, the nice thing about them is the pleats on the knees or the darts.
Oh,
So-
kind of articulated there.
Shit.
Especially when you're, again, layered in something a little more stiff or whatever, like it just having that flexibility is really nice.
Yeah, it doesn't bind as much.
Yeah. This fleece is,
Oh.
I mean, it
a
stretches,
really nice
but it
design.
doesn't stretch a lot. So you needed a little bit extra room in the knees so that you got some bend in there.
Move a little bit. Yeah.
Not feel so restricted.
Yeah, I mean, looking at some of the images and videos and stuff, I mean, they look. I've gotten into the jogger game.
Yeah.
I was mentioning before
We're
the show.
going to get you in a pair. You're going to like it.
Excuse me. I need
about
some
that
too,
pant?
because the old grays, I don't even know what you call those sweatpants.
Well,
They're
my
like just
kids-
straight leg. Like
kids
there's no
call
taper
the,
at the bottom.
They call it the butt crack alert.
Oh, see?
That eliminates it.
Eliminates.
There's no butt crack
No.
coming out of that.
And you're wearing a shirt. No one sees the waistband anyway, so you're comfortable and no one knows. You feel
I
me?
might want people to know. I might.
You just
Let 'em
flap your
know.
shirt up and they can't even see your stomach.
What is the selfie where you from behind? What do you call that?
There's a behind selfie?
I'm trying to invent it.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about,
I was
though.
going to say, someone on
I
know what I'm
TikTok
talking about.
has talking about.
That one?
that dialed in.
Yeah, go back. The one. That one.
that
there?
one there.
Yeah.
But somebody else took
Someone
that.
else took that.
You want that to be a selfie.
Yeah. You gotta have a mirror, maybe.
Just
Huh?
hold the stick.
Oh, yeah,
The
the
stick
mirror.
back there. Yeah, you gotta have a mirror.
Angled down.
Selfie stick and hold it upside down.
Yeah, they need to create that. The back
Oh, man.
back stick selfie. Something.
Well, as Daniel mentioned, the jogger thing is coming to fashion. Yeah, for fashion, but it is really functional and comfortable. I've got a couple pairs. I got into the Lulu game. My daughters and wife went and bought them and gave them to me as gifts and said, "You're wearing these," and I'm like, "I don't know, man. Freaking yoga pants." Of course, that's just the caveman, knucklehead man like narrative mindset of that, and then you put them on, you're like,
There's so much more.
you put some sneakers on, you're like, oh shit, okay, throw
Yeah.
a flat bill on, okay, like it's coming together. I'm like, okay.
She's like, you ain't leaving the house with that.
But these have a very similar fit,
Yep.
an athletic fit, the jogger fit. So they serve a functional purpose, but also the styles there, which is very important, right?
That's the other thing we wanted too. We didn't, a lot of times in Alaska, you're coming in from a weekend or a night, whatever, doing some activity, and you come into town and you want to go to dinner, go to the grocery store or something like that. You don't want to look like a slob.
Yeah.
Which we do anyways, but it's fine. So these actually look nice, and
You've got
especially
some fitted pants on, man. Come on.
you look good, Well, right now, it's the only pants that fit. Okay.
I wasn't talking about your pants in particular, but no, I mean, I get what you're saying. You can just roll it out of the truck,
Yeah.
the camping trip, the whatever,
Yeah.
and roll into the store, and you're kind of put together.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense, because like I just did the fishing trip, or you go with the waders, and I jump in the truck. I take the waders off, but I have just like the long johns. I still call them long johns. But I can't go in no store with that thing.
That's.
I mean,
That's,
you could,
that's
but-
offensive.
I mean, you can.
Yeah.
Well, my solution was basketball shorts.
Yeah, but
But
it's a look.
That's
It's-
dorky.
you
I mean,
gotta-
don't get me.
yeah.
I mean, I wasn't
The
going in.
huge below the knees.
Oh, no, not the and ones. Bro. No, I mean like some Under Armours or Nike. You know.
I know the look. Yeah.
Yeah, no, not those ones. Oh man, Jesus, that'd be terrible.
Lisa, you could just slide these on over your long johns.
Over the long johns.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's initially was the whole plan. They do run a little bit big because I like to wear like just a legging and then I throw these on over them. So there's space.
So when you go for sizing, do you have it by like inseam and waist length, or is it like large, extra large?
We have
It's-
waist, hip, and inseam.
Well, on our size chart, but if you're looking just on the website, it'll be small, medium, large, and then the inseams. So we have 32 inches, our regular, and then 27 and 3/4 for the short.
And 3/4.
It's random, but it actually is a science.
It hits the spot.
So what would I wear?
You'd wear regular. Unless you're under 5'5", I don't suggest you wear the shorts, which you're not.
A regular large?
Yeah, probably a regular. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So regular is the length.
Wait, large, regular length.
Yes, regular length.
Large waist, regular length.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's where pants get me, especially hunting pants or outfitter pants.
Well, we were just talking about the waders thing.
Oh, right. Yeah, we're like, well, what size am I? I'm like, well, I'm a large in
Large?
everything, but I would saying I would say you're XL because you're 6 foot
And I
tall.
was like, hold up.
Yeah,
No,
see, that doesn't.
XL.
But then you're this wide, and
Yeah.
it's
Well,
still
the
that's
thing.
annoying.
Yeah.
So all of ours are the same. So if you get a regular length, they're all the same inseam length. If you hold them up next to each other, they'll be a little bit different because the seam from like the crotch to the top changes per size, but the inseam length is the same.
Okay.
And that's kind of, I'm not sure with waders and stuff like that, but a lot of times it's kind of the same.
Those are bigger. But
Yeah, they get wider. They don't necessarily get longer. So our tops actually will get longer, but and then the shorts or the shorter length, they're all just the same inseam.
well, it's always
across the board.
finding the waist size is just nailed, but then the inseam is okay. These are like an inch long.
Yeah,
Then every once in a while, I get a regular that's, oh my god, it fits my inseam length perfectly.
Yeah.
It's kind of, it's not tailored stuff, so
yeah.
it's one size fits all when it comes to that like regular thing. But I find that I'm really kind of like a 30 inseam. Between a 30 and 32 just depends.
Well, the
And-
nice thing though about the cuffs is because of how long they are and the type of fabric they are. If you are like, if it's a little bit long, the inseam, if it's bunching, like it's not uncomfortable. So it's
or it's not awkwardly bunched.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
clumped up on the bottom.
Okay.
right,
Yeah.
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 Like I'm 5'5". I wear the regular length. I mean, we have friends and customers up to 6'2", and we all wear the same.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh wow.
That was
It's kinda
actually
universal
interesting.
in that sense. Yeah.
Another funny thing though is when it was me, Val, and Erin, and we were measuring our inseams to send over to the design people to figure out what length we wanted for the pant. We were all the same inseam, even though we're different heights. So we're like, let's just do
kinda
this
interesting.
inseam. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Kind of
it's-
interesting. Yeah, it's more the torso that changes on people than so much as the
much more than-
inseam.
Yeah.
I did not know that before getting into this.
Yeah, because you said 32. I'm like, that's what I am.
Yeah.
Right.
But I'm taller than you.
I mean, 32 is
Yeah.
kind of like a
But maybe
generic,
just my
generic.
torso.
Yeah, you're just longer
Yeah.
body.
I thought it was all legs.
I'm really more of a 30, 31. Because there are some pants you can order. You're real funny. there are some pants you can order that are 31 length and
Yeah.
like, get very very specific. and
Right.
It's like a 30 is actually kind of like my true, but there are some 32s I just kind of have to roll the bottom up.
You wouldn't
You
have to
know,
roll these. I don't have to
yeah.
roll them.
I mean, if you're I'm 5'8",
Yeah.
so I'm not like
It'd be fine.
towering
Yeah.
taller. I think that would probably
They're kind of
work
a
perfect.
magical pant. I don't know how they
Just-
do
just
it, but
all-
they just
fits all
I
body
don't know,
types,
yeah,
just
it's-
right.
Very versatile.
Very
Well, I'm looking at
versatile.
I'm looking at the images. I'm looking at the images, and I mean, I see like a little bit of the
little bit.
extension bunch in the knee, but
Yeah.
like that's that difference of the guy that's 5'8",
Yep.
and then that fills in, but it still looks fine.
Those are actually also an extra small size on me.
Oh, wow.
And so they were a little tight that day.
A little snug.
Oh, so you have the fuchsia, or what'd you call it?
That's definitely fuchsia.
That was
No,
in
she
the
said a different
photos, it
color.
looks like that.
Wildberry?
Oh, no.
spice berry.
That was actually a red color in
Okay.
person. But
Okay.
we only
Kind of
have
like a
two left
maroon
of
kind
those.
of color.
Got it. So that's the colors that you guys offer?
Right now, yeah, we had those. We only had, like I said, we have like an extra small and an extra large left of those. There's not many. And then this fall, we're hoping to have some more colors.
That was the V2.
Yeah, yeah. So our first version, we changed them a little bit, and I'm sure at some point we'll probably have V3. Who knows? But we changed the direction of the material that was on the waistband. It was the slick side out, and we wanted it to be a little bit warmer, and then also help it to stay up because this fleecy side kind of grabs your skin a little bit better. So that's the only change on them actually. So yeah, but
Just change the face of the fabric. As
Yeah.
well.
which we can probably drop that V2.
Did you guys bring some so we can?
try them on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
You
good.
have, you have some sizes for us? Well, I'm not going to try them on now. Shit. I wondered too, man. I was like, is this like, could I get away with this? Like, I mean, because I love apparel.
Yeah.
I'm a big time apparel geek. I love weekend clothes, hoodies and pants, and give me something fresh and new to wear to the kids' basketball game.
I thought you were gonna say the club.
Oh no!
Yeah,
I got club pants.
There's gotta be one in town.
I mean, most of the time I'm chilling in casual gear
Yeah.
at the house, and I like to be versatile.
Yeah. There you
These
go.
are very versatile. They're great for sitting around the house or doing any outdoor activities. I've found that I wear them almost every day in the winter because I'll put them on to walk the dogs.
Yeah.
If you stand up to snow into your knees, you don't
They
even
just
get
seem to
wet.
work, right?
They just
Yeah.
come right
Flying.
off. Oh yeah, great for flying.
Plane is the best because like you get super uncomfortable when you're in the plane. I don't know. I just get
Oh, yeah.
oversensitive, and I'm like everything. I don't know. So wearing those.
Well, it's like you get in the plane, it's cold, then it gets hot, and then
Yeah.
it gets cold again, and then you get off the plane to a spot that's cold,
Yeah.
right? But if you're wearing maybe or swapping out into like say you go to Hawaii and you go to the airport in February, it's 10 below,
Right.
Jump on the plane, strip those off,
Right.
Throw on some nice shorts. Now you jump off the plane,
Yeah.
It's
Ready to
coming
go.
right up, isn't
Coming
it?
up.
You could probably wear the
I
shorts.
mean, it feels like
under the
perfect for
pants.
that.
Yeah, wear the
Yeah,
shorts
yeah.
under.
Under,
so you're good
You
to go.
absolutely can't.
But
Yeah, I want some.
No, that
I'm
Sold.
just saying because like I get super uncomfortable on planes and stuff, and so I was like, I'm so happy I have these.
I
right now.
have a pair of pants. They're my airplane pants.
Yeah.
I have the same.
Yeah.
So fun.
Straight
That's
up.
the thing. You got I have an outfit, the whole thing. This
Yeah.
is what I wear.
Yeah, because
every time I fly.
because it is. I mean, it's already uncomfortable as it is.
There's just a lot going on, and
Yeah.
who knows who you're sitting by, and like what happens at the airport. So it's just like,
God, that's so true.
Is there different?
Very true.
Obviously, there's different fleeces, maybe like thicknesses or breathability wise. Like, how did you guys decide on what this exact? Which is really soft and really nice, but there's like the bubbly kind. There's like, I don't know if you
This
guys
is a
ever been
velour.
to like velour.
Yeah, it's an anti-pill. Yeah.
Okay.
Velour
Anti-pill.
fleece. It's a pretty expensive fleece. But we've tried several, and it is the best one, and that's what we want. I want to wear something that's actually going to work, and it's nice and comfortable and lasts. And it's pretty. This one is fairly wind resistant and water resistant, which is also why we like it. It's kind of how we landed on that one. We do have a different fleece that we're using for our top, just because we tried it with this one and it's too thick.
yeah.
So it's
Okay.
too bulky on your
elaborate
arm.
a little bit on that, because in my really just simple-minded outlook on fleece, I'm thinking fleece is fleece is fleece, right? But then there's like Polar Tech fleece, and then it's a synthetic material. But what sets fleeces apart? What is the
Well, I just remember the old school fleece. And maybe you can elaborate when you answer the question.
Yeah.
Like after you'd wear it for like a year, it get like those like balls. You get all like balled up, and it just
Yeah.
seems like
stretched
this.
out?
And you said you've been wearing that for
Yeah.
a long
Pilling?
time. It doesn't.
Yeah,
it's not
so
like doing that.
2 years old, maybe.
But you know what I'm talking about, right?
Oh,
The
I
old
absolutely know
school
what you're
ones.
talking about.
You
Yeah, and it
rub
gets
on
like
stuff
balled up
yeah,
and kind of matted.
maybe by the
almost.
elbows too.
Yeah.
Maybe get really thin in
Yep.
certain spots.
Yeah. So, I mean, over time, if you're washing these, I mean, we have several people that have had theirs for 2 years and they're getting new pairs because they wear them every day, or, you know, if they're working in them, you know, like they will get a little bit. These don't pill.
No,
They do get a little bit matted over time if you wear them and wash them all the time.
I mean, here's the thing is I personally, like I wear mine all the time and I have several pairs. The only time I actually notice that there's been a shift in the way it feels is if I'm putting on like a brand new pair. And I'm like,
yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
So the different,
Yeah.
it's not like you don't actually notice. It's only when you have like a comparison, like side by side, you're like, oh, okay.
Mhm. Oh, this
Like
one's the
you
older one.
know, once you put on new pairs of pants or a sweatshirt
They're
or a
just
hoodie,
really
you're
broke
like,
in.
this
Yeah.
is brand new, soft. It's still soft, but like I've only really ever noticed like, oh, I've been wearing mine like every day for like 2 years when I tried on a new pair, and I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. Well, again, like I said, like this is a pretty expensive fabric.
Yeah.
And it does hold up better than a lot of those ones that you're talking about.
Yeah, the old school ones. What about maintaining like its fit, like its elasticity? Because a lot of those old ones, like you'd wear it out, next thing you know, it's just like a square.
Huge.
You know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
bags out. You sleep in it on the you twist around a few times and stretch things
Yeah.
out, right?
Yeah. The waistband does stretch out a little bit, and that's like I said, we might have
Naturally.
a V3 that comes out at some point. We're trying to come up with a different method for it's called the interfacing and how you fuse this. That's a little bit stiffer. Sounds bad, but it's a little bit stiffer, and it doesn't quite stretch out. It doesn't stretch out a ton,
Give
but
it some more longevity.
exactly. Yeah, and I'll just keep it a little bit tighter. So we're working on that, which is part of the reason we're looking for, or we've been trying to get a new manufacturer that can do what we want to
Exactly
do.
what your vision is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got the pants. We got the is there a name for that?
No, we don't have a name for it yet.
We've
That's-
just been
that's like
calling
top
it
secret.
the hiking
Yeah.
top while we
Yeah.
work on it, but we don't have an official
The
name.
halvesy.
Yeah, the halvesy, the opposite of a vest.
Would you
Yeah,
guys be
what is
opposed to us
that?
helping name it?
No,
I mean, we got
the names that we've been coming
Yeah,
up
we
with.
got-
are
Yeah,
all
we're good at
board.
this.
Like,
It takes
you
the
know,
community.
We need to know what is
does.
the opposite of the vest.
Well, the first thing
Spell
that
it
come to
backwards.
mind is
There you go.
like quarter zip or a top, like the anorak is a
Okay.
common
Yeah,
like a jacket, and so that's the first thing that came to mind was something very like
Verserac.
no, definitely not that, but we'll table it. We'll
Okay,
table
show's
it.
over.
We're obviously very creative with our just
Oh, we should
fleece
know
pant.
ideas.
Yeah,
Our fleece pant.
But you guys also have beanies.
yep.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
a local, another local gal that made the beanies for us.
Okay. Is there fleece on the inside of those?
No, but the goals. Yeah, I'd love
Okay.
to do that.
Oh, I like the side tag.
The side tag with the like
Yeah, so that's her tag.
Patch.
Yeah,
the patch.
Look at the patch.
that's-
My bad.
yeah.
Okay. There's probably a good view of it.
Jack
Jack
of all
crochets, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So she did those for us, and obviously it's in each of the colors of our triangles, and
Oh,
we kind of
Cool.
did those because we wanted something that was branded for ourselves, and we thought it'd be cool to do it with someone local. So we did some for sale as well. So
Oh, it's merino wool.
yeah,
Nice.
oh
Yep.
wow, cool.
yeah. So they're super warm too, and we have the ponytail hats as well. So they've got
Oh, the ball caps.
the ball caps. So
Yeah.
they've got a big slit up the back, and then they're Velcro so that us ladies can put our hair in there if you've already if you've tried to put a ponytail in something that doesn't have Velcro or doesn't have a slit up the back. It's a real pain.
Yeah.
So
I've never.
yeah, no, again, not a problem for you, huh? That's so weird.
I actually did have long hair in high school. I had the soccer hair where it was shaved underneath and it was long on top.
Oh,
the
I see what you
sausage
got
tips.
going on there.
My
What a
wife
look.
really likes to remind me about that.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh,
I'm gonna
okay.
get
Yeah.
a couple of these for my daughters because I'm like
Oh, that's
pro.
cool.
I am pro ponytail.
Is it like Velcro on the back so you can tighten it as
Do the
tight
hat
as you
guy.
want?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Then you can tighten it, and then, trying to like stuff your ponytail and then bring the hat forward, and then all your hair's in front of your face. It's,
Oh yeah.
It's
And
a-
it's always
it's a whole
situated
thing.
low too.
Right.
So if you wear a
Yeah.
higher ponytail or even like a giant clip,
Yeah.
you
Yeah, you
can,
put
works with that too.
Have they come
great.
out with the beanie that has the ponytail?
they have
hole?
them. They do have them. We don't have any of those. You never know. Next year, maybe, I don't know. We'll see. But
I
Yeah, we don't have the
I'm a little indifferent about that.
The beanie,
Yeah.
I think the beanie with the ponytail out of it looks weird. So
little silly, but-
yeah, I mean, to each their own.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But
True.
yeah,
That's why
we like to
might
have
just
things that
kinda-
we utilize.
wear.
Yeah.
Well, that's the
Yeah,
thing that
you
we
can
come
get
up with
behind.
because we get a lot of like, you guys don't have any curve bills. I was like, well, we don't wear curve
Yeah.
bills, which we are going to have some
Yeah,
for all
yeah.
my curve bill
Yeah.
dudes
Right,
out
right,
there.
right.
okay?
A lot of
We're
them out
not
there.
hating on you boys out there.
Yeah, but first, and especially as a new business and stuff like that, you can't have everything that you want. You got to
Not
play
right
with the
away.
cash that you've got. So
exactly.
You got it.
yeah, so slow build. Who knows? Maybe we will, but
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I was thinking about we were talking about material longevity and fleece is relatively a gentle material for the skin, obviously, but not super abrasive resistant. Wash and care. I've gotten really big into certain detergents and brands that I use for soft shells, rain gear, some of my outdoor gear that I only wash with certain detergents, and I don't use Woolite or Tide or anything like that. Do you guys recommend something specific to wash your gear? Or I'm sure it has a standard wash cycle that you could recommend, but for really the longevity of a material, if you use special detergents, it lasts a long time. Is there something that you guys recommend or have tried or messed around with?
I don't have a particular brand or something exact as far as detergent, but I agree, not using something that's super harsh that's going to break it down. I use like a really light one on all of our clothes, and it helps. You can also hang dry them. They dry really fast.
Sure, it's fleece.
It's fleece. It dries super fast. The cuffs and the waistband will take a little bit longer, but a lot of people air dry them. I just throw mine in the dryer.
Yeah,
and
Oh, they don't
fine.
shrink up?
No,
No.
I've for 2 years been washing
Really?
and drying it
Just wash and dry.
at
Like
least
the old,
once a week, but probably two
My
times
wife.
a week.
Yeah.
Tries my hoodies that she wants.
she incinerates them, shrinks them.
That's
and then she gets
smart. But also so sad for you.
I was like, you didn't win this soccer championship. Now I can't wear it.
Do they look better on her?
Yeah.
As she's cooking bacon on Saturday morning, just
Yeah.
splattering.
Yeah.
Don't worry about this.
My
It's not
favorite
gonna-
one.
Well, I'm a gear geek, and I'm also frugal when it comes to buying things and wanting it to last a long time. So I do my own laundry.
Love it.
My wife doesn't do my own laundry. I've never had anybody do my own laundry since my mom, maybe back in like elementary school. But I deal with it because I want my clothes to last. I hang dry my stuff. Tech wash, if you can just get REI or Barney's or they carry it's a technical gear wash typically for washing your rain gear, and then you can then use another what do you call it? It's not really a detergent. It's kind of like a DWR wash material that you can then wash the gear again. But what I found is the tech wash itself is so versatile in washing, your hoodies, your active gear. It's very light.
Is that because like certain fabrics have like
They have a coating.
DWR.
they have coating? Yeah.
Yeah, well, it protects that, number one, and that's what turned me on to it. Was you buy a $250 pair of hunting pants, and they come with a DWR treated coating on it.
Yeah.
You wear them like a whole season, and then there's this trip where you get a bunch of blood on it from a kill, and you're like, oh no, now I got to wash these things, and then you really are washing that factory coat off, like no matter what you do. But what I found with the tech wash, not only
Nick's, is that the brand?
Nick.
You find that that's better than the other ones?
I haven't tried anything else. I just love the tech wash.
Okay.
I buy it by the big jugs now.
Yeah.
And I wash anything that I want to like deodorize
Okay.
or I'm using for like skin to skin. It doesn't smell like a Woolite or a detergent.
Pull it
It
up.
doesn't discolor your gear. So like the dark blues and grays and blacks where it starts to really lighten it. And fleece is one of those things that washing it enough times it discolors. Not saying your pants does, just I've had North Face fleeces and Patagonia fleeces and everything else, but I probably would recommend, because
That's a great idea.
primarily a synthetic wash.
Yeah.
Is really what it's designed for. And I would say if you're buying that, and maybe just something to think about too, is developing, as you develop this really cool exclusive gear, maybe something for custom care and washing, and something to kind of go along with it when you're selling folks the gear. They can buy this wash with
I love it. I have that stuff, and I've never even thought about using it on something that wasn't rain gear.
I use it on my hoodies.
What is Nick's Wax?
Yep, that's the one
Tech
I
wash.
got.
Yeah, there's another brand that I got at Barney's that works really good. Probably similar to that.
Yeah.
Man, what is it's like Bodyguard or something?
Well, I noticed that it's just doesn't do the wear and tear of a regular detergent. And then nothing shrinks and discolors. And then it kind of gives it on a revitalizing it type thing.
Yeah, no, that's a big deal, because there's a lot of fabrics. I mean, even not just rain gear and things like that. There's a lot of fabrics that have a coating on them.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, as Chaney mentioned earlier, you go and slip something on and it feels new. Mm-hmm. I wash all my Alaska Wild Project hoodies that I use out in the field, and I just want them to look good. And I don't want the screen print to crack, which is a lot of the drying part, but just the detergents can deteriorate that stuff. And all my stuff still looks crispy new, and it fits and feels like that.
So
I'm pretty sure it's because of the wash.
How's it on like sensitive skin then?
That's another thing too. It does not bother, not me. I'm not sensitive at all, but it already has like it's like you wash it in that, and then you hang it, and then air dries. Excuse me. And it just has no smell, or doesn't.
It's not like when you wash something in like Tide or something, then it just smells.
You walk past somebody in the hall, and you're like, "Whoa, you can smell their detergent."
Yeah,
it's opposite of that.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So.
Good.
Learn
Pro
something.
tip, if you will.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a hot tip.
Hot tip, not pro.
Hot tip.
No pros around here. Hot tips for sure.
Any other products in the works?
In the works that we can talk about?
Ooh.
No, not right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
On the next
I mean,
visit.
we got plenty of things we want to do and ideas and where we want to go, but we got to get this new design team and then the manufacturing hammered out first.
Once this one is good to go with the manufacturers, because we still have to get size sets and stuff, we're going to probably do a different version of it like right off the bat, because there won't be much tweaking involved. So
yeah, it should be pretty easy
they
since
can just
we have the base.
Got it.
Get it going.
What about colors?
Yeah, we definitely want to do colors. Hoping to have a couple colors of the pant this fall. Where we'd like to order material like 3 weeks ago, but since we aren't sure on our manufacturer where we're going to end up sending him to, we can't really order the material necessarily. So that's kind of a hang up.
Yeah.
But
are we going with maybe some more like crazy,
So
like
do you like
maybe
a
like
dark
more
gray
crazy
or light
designs,
gray?
or just
I like all grays.
color, like straight colors?
just straight colors. I mean, we've kind of played with the idea of doing
Multiple
something
tones and
for
some things.
the cuff.
Oh, okay.
That
Okay,
way, if we
yeah.
do different fleece, it'll go with the waistband. But we're still stewing on that one.
yeah, and there's certain materials like this particular material. So for this pant, this you can't sublimate on.
Yeah.
So this
Oh,
is
okay.
color only. The waistband though, not this particular one. We could change the material to something that's really similar.
Yeah, because I could see Daniel with like an emerald waistband with
Yeah.
a gray pant.
Really beautiful.
I was thinking light gray with a dark pant.
Like gray waistband.
Yeah.
We have that.
That was
in a
our
prototype.
first version, yeah. Or our prototype.
Yeah, they were. Yeah.
I have a pair that I wear all the time.
Yeah, I do too. But
Can you guys just rock those protos all day?
yeah.
Yes. That's the best part of the job.
You can't.
You can't. This was one time only. This is a one time only.
I mean, that's pretty cool though. It's exclusive. Like,
is.
you ain't going to Walmart and buying these.
We have of this top, you wouldn't even. I think we have 8 or 9, which is way too many. There should only be like two or three.
At the max, yeah.
I think we're at 7 or 8 different prototypes of this top, and
Just got a little out of control.
Yeah, well, we had to try a couple different materials at first because we thought we wanted something a lot lighter, and then those materials were hard no, and then we had to change. We changed from this material, and then we had to redesign because it changed the fit. So then we basically like started over.
Yeah,
so,
back to the drawing board.
Yeah, and then when we switched manufacturers, their programming couldn't read our file types, so then we had to redesign again. So fun stuff.
Yeah, but we have to be in love with it, otherwise,
Of course.
We can't sell it.
we can't sell it.
Can't sell it. Yeah.
Yeah,
You can never be like, oh, it's good enough.
it's good. Yeah,
Yeah.
you'll love it.
Yeah. No, you gotta love
How do
it
you
for sure.
how do you sleep at night with that?
Exactly. Yeah. So we've sunk a lot of money into the stop. One
good.
day.
Yeah, one
Hey,
day.
man.
We're
keep
gonna
pushing.
take a quick break and we're gonna come back with some of that trivia.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
see how you guys are
Chaney's
doing.
ready for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tailored Restoration, 24-hour emergency home services, helping Alaskans restore their dreams since 1972. Services include fire, water, mold, post-emergency cleaning, repair, and remodeling. Tailored has an emergency response number with trained professionals available to help you at any time, day or night. Give them a call in Anchorage, Eagle River, Matsu, or Fairbanks. Make an appointment today at tailoredrestorationalaska.com. Total Truck and Alaska Overlander, Alaska's premier supplier for custom automotive accessories and overlanding products, providing all-inclusive rental vehicles and trailers custom outfitted to explore the Alaskan backcountry with a unique and convenient traveling experience. At Total Truck, you can find brands such as ARE, RSI Smart Caps, Goose Gear, iCamper, Frontrunner, Rigid Lights, Rhino Linings bed liners, and everything you need to outfit your truck or SUV. Alaska Overlander provides 4x4 vehicles and expedition trailers, custom modified for Alaskan adventures and outfitted with rooftop tents, fridges, and all the camping and cooking gear you need to start exploring. Visit them at alaskaoverlander.com.
I will say it's really cool that you guys are out at a lot of these community events. We met you too when we were at the Jamboree. Yeah, the Jewel Lake Jamboree out there. I know you guys did the thing at Bleeding Heart with Alaska Rod and Wrangle and some other groups out there. That seems to be a really unique. I'll take something.
I think I'm good.
I'm good. Yeah, thank you.
That seems to be like a really unique Alaska. I don't know if it's happening in other places, but it's a really cool thing that happens up here, and it seems to be more and more outdoor markets. Places are doing. I mean, Double Shovel obviously has it a lot. Other breweries are doing it. Other venues are doing it. I think that's a really awesome way for companies to get out there and get their stuff in the face of other people. And it seems like on top of that, which is really cool, it seems to be like, and I've talked to Brandon about this too, there seems to be this like new crop of like outdoor businesses that have like popped up since like, I want to say it's like COVID influenced, like pandemic influenced businesses that happen, like ours and you guys and a bunch of these other ones that just popped up. That's like now everyone is like helping each other, and we've had as many people as we can on our show, and we'll see people at markets, and it just seems like such a really cool community that's out there and being supported a lot by the Alaska people.
Yeah, we've met so many other business owners in the last couple of years that we've been doing this. It's been so cool, and everyone, you're right, everyone is so helpful. If you've got a question and they've done something that you're looking to figure out before, it's so cool. There's a group of gals that all of us own outdoor, different types of companies, and we get together once a quarter and just talk about all kinds of stuff. Yeah, and
that's great.
It's so
It's a
awesome.
secret society.
Yeah.
Wow.
But it's cool because different trials
Sisterhood.
and things that if we're having an issue with something, maybe somebody else has had a similar issue, and it's just such a cool community. And you're right, and all these outdoor markets, and like we've worked with Wrangle, and together that
Hunt
draw thing. That was really fun, and just different events to get people out to. And
Jewel Lake
that's
Jamboree,
fun.
you guys were out there in the snowstorm?
That was really fun.
That was fun.
Yeah.
Well,
meet different people, and it's been great.
And on that note, man, if I could just give you guys like mad respect to see you guys out there, because it's your time, right?
Yeah,
Which is valuable, right? You could be doing other things, but you're putting your brand out there, and you're mixing it up with the community, and you guys are present and in the moment. And I that to me, getting to know you guys early on and then seeing you guys at these events, mad respect. Like you guys are out there and putting your neck out there and going for it and holding nothing back. And
I appreciate that.
I mean, to Daniel's point about the community togetherness of this new outdoor Alaskan community, you know, the ones that show up, you notice.
Yeah.
The ones that are willing to put their neck out there and really, I mean, it's kind of like a band coming to a Friday night. It's like 3 people might watch or 1,000 people might show up. You never know, but you're willing.
Micers.
You're willing to, you're willing to find out. Like, it doesn't matter. Maybe that will spur some sort of business.
But then it's cool when you see like someone's like, boom, their thing got picked up. They took off like
Hell
pack
yeah.
or like our buddy Handy Bonk, and then you got like Sagebrush, and it's just like it's awesome to just get to know these people and see everyone like from the ground up building,
grassroots,
helping each other, and then sometimes you'll be like, oh man, their thing just got like just skyrocketed, and then these guys are gonna skyrocket, and that's just I love that. It's the opposite of like the hot dog wars.
I was just thinking that, dude.
Well, even in like in the podcasting, where we have like it's been kind of on a hiatus for a little bit, but there's been like, I wouldn't say it's secret, but like all the podcasters will have like a monthly Zoom meeting.
Oh, really?
And we'll talk about like what's working, like what's a better avenue, what's a better way to market. Have you tried this to monetize? Have you tried this and that? And a lot of us are new, and there's some people that have been around for a long time that are helpful, and some people have like grown a lot faster than the others, but it just seems like everyone's willing to help each other, and
I think that's
like
great.
we've always said, people that are new to it, like if you want to get into it, we're here to help. You know? It's cool. And I'm assuming you guys too, you'll get questions like, what's the best fleece, or where does manufacturer, or like where do you buy stickers, or where's the best place to get a patch, or things like that.
Yeah, you guys were helping us with that at the Jamboree.
Yeah.
Giving us all kinds of ideas. But I mean, thanks for having us on, giving the platform. I mean, you guys have had so many cool brands. I've learned about a bunch of people on your guys' podcast, which I think is awesome.
I love
highlighting stuff. Yeah, it's really cool. Different people too, but I mean the business side of it, that's really fun.
Well, there are some internal things that have to stay internal when it comes to designs and what sets you apart from the pack. But in general, I think, again, to your point, and I think we're just all here to support each other. There's enough cake for everybody. And I really believe that all this stuff, whether money is probably an agenda in terms of a business is to make a profit. I mean, that's just the way it works.
Right.
But these are all truly passion-driven projects. These are all things that, you want to do it, but then you're like, oh, well, then, I mean, if we're going to do it, I guess we could actually make a profit or a living or something. I think a lot of us in this space would be completely over the top happy with never getting rich, just making it work and just getting by and making a living, but just being in the moment and having the experience with it would would make us all the richest people in the world, wouldn't it?
Yeah, Chaney and I have had that conversation actually.
Yeah.
How big do you want to grow this eventually? And it's like, I just want to be happy with it.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't mean you can't ink a multi-bazillion-dollar contract with somebody who's going to just buy it all up and sell it. I mean, it's American business, right? But at the same time, it all stems from something that you loved and are passionate. And I say this, listeners probably roll their eyes hearing this. We started this with the idea that, we're going to do it in a garage and 5 people might listen or 5 million people might listen. We don't give a shit. We're going to do it every single week. Anyway.
Yeah.
Even if it costs us money. We're just going to do it because we want to do it.
Yeah. Right.
Because it was a hobby and fun, but it can take off.
Yeah. Look at this beautiful office you guys have.
Yeah, and I think
It's a man
what's
cave.
yeah, it is a man cave, and we got big ideas for here. It's a work in progress.
Yeah.
Upgrade
Time
from
you
the
guys come
garage.
back, it's going to be ultra pimped.
Nice.
But I think the main thing that we have gained, and that other people like you guys and other of these companies gain, is these relationships that you have with these other companies. Like, we'll have guests on, and like, man, like we're invited to go to this person's lodge, or we're invited to go on this person's like guide business, and you're just creating these relationships that's like more. It's worth more in my eyes than, you know,
Any dollar amount.
than some new sponsorship or
Yeah.
some new person's new Patreon member, something like that. Like, now I could be like, hey,
Yeah.
Erin, Chaney, I got some people that need these fleeces. These girls are coming up, or these guys are coming up. Like, man, where can we go get them real quick? That's just to be able to call someone like, hey, man, we need some dry bags for this, or hey, we need this new net,
Yeah.
or hey, we got some people that are gonna need to go on the helicopter ride, and know that's part of your business, and just be able to like call them and just have that on hand relationship is just almost better than money.
I would agree.
Oh, man.
It's so cool.
So much value to passing along a contact or a hookup through something like, hey, this is the guy, the gal you need to call for this thing, and to pass along a business or information or whatever. Like, the connections are priceless.
Yeah.
And in a world where we were kind of forced to separate and not be connected, this is a space where we're all like reconnecting, but even stronger than ever.
Yeah.
Because
You
it's
know?
like, oh, now we know what to value. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We took it for granted.
Oh, yeah.
And now we're not so much taking for granted what we're doing. And again, that's where the passion fuels everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're going to get into a little bit of that trivia time.
All right. Well, Jack's not here tonight, but he came through.
We did. So we do it round robin style, and we'll just kind of go this way.
Oh,
And,
okay.
The Versa team.
Yeah, the Versa team. And no worries if you get it wrong. We get lots of things wrong.
Okay.
Good.
The tallest plant or tree in Alaska is?
Jack, dude. It's a
It's gotta
combo
be in-
question.
it's
So, I mean,
Plant or tree? Oh, God. It's got to be in the southeast. I don't know. What are
that's
those
true.
big trees? I don't know.
Like in Ketchikan.
Yeah.
We've got the like rainforest.
What's the name of the rainforest? Super side question, not part of trivia. Just want to know
That
if
was the
you
name of
guys
the
know.
tree. I was like, okay.
I know it.
Okay.
You know? Okay,
You
go ahead,
go,
Brandon.
you
You know
go.
it? Go.
Yeah, Tongass rainforest, right?
Okay, well, that's not the name of the tree.
Oh, that's not
But
the
there
name of
might
the
be
tree.
the tallest tree in
the Tongass
rainforest.
tree? Is that your guess?
No, you guys
Okay.
go.
I don't know the name. They look
really-
like mini redwoods.
And so I was going to say redwood, but it's not a redwood.
I know.
This is embarrassing.
Well, it's not embarrassing. I don't know. I just wanted to sound extra smart, like you guys know the name of the rainforest.
The forest? Yeah.
The tallest
okay.
plant, tree, vegetation.
Spit one out.
Sitka spruce.
Okay, good guess. Chaney?
I'm just going to say birch tree.
Okay, good guess.
Okay.
Oh man, I think I know now.
It's not a cottonwood, but I'm thinking cottonwoods.
Cottonwoods?
Yes,
There are
that was
huge
what I would
cottonwoods.
say.
They are big. Okay,
Okay,
cottonwood.
really good guesses. The correct answer is Sitka spruce.
No.
Damn, I get a free pair of pants or what?
Sitka spruce is one of the
Put
few
that band
species documented to exceed 300 feet in height. Its name is derived from the community of Sitka in southeast Alaska, where it is prevalent. All right,
okay.
and its range is huge.
I knew
Obviously,
where
we
it
got
was.
Sitka spruce up here.
Feet.
It's big.
Yeah.
It's a tall
Yes,
tree in
tree.
Alaska. Well, I think about
Well, when you go down there southeast, like you're saying, they do look
Yeah.
like those redwoods.
Yeah.
They do.
They're huge.
rainforest trees are long, are old, healthy. Yeah.
And they're like pretty red as well. So they just straight up
Yeah.
look like.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah, they do.
Like Kevin Dana with Barney's was on, and we were talking about Sitka blacktail deer, and I just come back from a blacktail deer hunt, and he was telling me how to differentiate, or telling us how to differentiate certain Sitka blacktails in territories because of where they rub their antlers and rub the felt off,
What?
the velvet, and so the ones in southeast will appear more brownish red because of what they're rubbing their antlers on.
Oh, I don't
you
know.
go.
I'm saying that. Dang.
Well, I do.
Fun fact. Did you know?
Exactly.
There you go. Once in a great while, I will come through.
I have to go back and
with
listen to
something.
that episode. It was
But
like episode 29.
I just think
Yeah,
about
it's early.
Alaskan weather and conditions and how turbulent and like gnarly it is that a tree can get 300 feet
That's
and last
crazy.
without getting blown in half,
Yeah.
right?
Or yeah.
I mean, you get some gnarly shit
Well, I mean,
coming through.
birch trees get, like, if you just look at a birch tree, like the ones around my house are so tall.
Yeah, birch trees
Mm-hmm.
get
It's
huge.
crazy.
And the cottonwoods,
old
too.
ones.
Yeah, the cottonwoods are big.
Cottonwoods for sure.
Useless trees.
I know.
I always
But
thought.
they look cool.
Yeah, I always thought
yeah.
something crazy. I don't know if anyone ever experienced with it, because there's all this like merino wool and this wool, and that cottonwood is like that little light, like fabricy. It's almost like a down.
Oh.
I wonder if anyone's ever tried to make some sort
That's a
of
good point.
insulation with that
Probably an
stuff.
allergy issue, though.
I'm sure you were.
yeah,
Just sneezed up.
Would not.
Bleeding from
Well, it could
your
be like
eyes.
a torture for somebody.
You're warm, but you're dying.
You just put this mask on that's just made out of cottonwood.
My brother, when 4th of
question,
July
though.
hits and that shit starts raining,
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
this dude's like driving to work with toilet paper stuck up his nose. I mean, he's just hurt.
Oh, he gets it bad.
That's
badly.
rough.
Yeah. Okay, 2 more questions.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, the next one is
Yeah, get the music going.
fastest bird in Alaska.
Okay.
Fastest bird.
Oh, and if you haven't watched our show when we had the birder, what's his name? Not the birder, but the Mike
Yeah, Radford.
Radford. That is an
Falconry.
amazing
Oh.
show. Falconry. He brought his bird into the studio.
In here?
Oh, it's
Hawk.
amazing.
To hang with us the whole time?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, it was sick.
Oh,
So if you haven't
that's
seen
cool.
that one, you should go watch it on YouTube. It's
I will.
really
we have
cool.
actually-
He explains how he trains the birds, how he captures the birds, how he hunts with the birds.
Yeah. Oh, God, that does that. It's
Yeah.
Crazy.
wild.
Yeah, you have to check him out on Instagram.
Yeah.
Mike Radford.
Mike Radford. Okay.
Yeah, he goes out and hunts rabbits and squirrels
Yeah.
and stuff all the time with his hawk.
So cool. I was going to say a hawk.
Yeah.
What kind of hawk?
A.
That's actually just a good guess.
An Alaskan hawk.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with a peregrine falcon.
Okay. Wow. Specific. Okay.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
I sound pretty
Okay.
smart, don't I?
Yeah,
What do we
you do
got?
sound smart. That's it.
Oh,
Hawk and
And
Alaska,
Alaska
hawk.
No. Oh,
That's the
I
guess.
mean a hawk. Oh,
yeah, that's
the one
the
in
guess.
Alaska.
Okay. Once again,
oh, dang. Okay.
Brandon, you little cheater, man.
Yeah,
You look at
Did
my
I
notes?
actually get the?
Yeah, it's
get
the peregrine hawk.
Wow.
It is. Okay.
Okay.
You're right. And peregrines are outstanding as the fastest bird on the planet. Peregrines have been clock diving faster than 200 miles an hour.
Whoa.
They reach those exceptionally high speeds in a stoop or dive, not in wing-beating flight. So when they're
Right.
diving,
Yeah. Okay.
35 to 60 miles per hour is typically migration speed.
So I had a cool story. I may have told this on the podcast before. We're at episode 16?
116.
Man, it's hard to remember.
117. Sorry.
If I cover 17. So I went to a house that I wanted to go rent back in the day, and nice couple was living there, and the landlord had me go there to look at the house, and these folks were moving out in like 2 weeks, so they were super welcoming. Oh, come on in, yeah, check it out. And I noticed these little feather balls kind of spread out throughout the house. It was all hardwood floors, and they didn't have a lot of furniture in there. I think they were kind of halfway packed up, and I'm looking around, and I couldn't help but be nosy, and I'm like, what are all these little fur balls? Oh, those are our falcons. I'm like, oh, okay. Like, you have falcons? I mean, please tell me, what does that mean? Well, he trains and hunts with falcons. So he takes me out to the backyard. He's got this beautiful cage right in the middle of the yard. Probably 12 by 12, pretty big size. And he's got a falcon in there. He's got a little baby falcon in there. Well, the fur balls were from the little baby falcon hopping around the house. Super cute, right? He goes on to tell me about how he got a special permit to go out to the Aleutian Chain, take a boat out that he almost died in a storm, to climb up the mountain and then rappel down to pluck the baby falcons out of the nest and then take home and then train for falconry.
You stole a falcon's baby.
That's how you have to do it.
That's you're allowed to do that.
No, there's a whole like strategy on how you do it and when you have to do it by, and then how you train them.
How you time it so when the mother is out hunting and you like
can you
rappel down
if
and grab the baby so that. I mean, how devastated is that poor mommy?
I know.
Falcon to come back and and I'm sure that they deal with a lot of other like predators and stuff that are trying to get to their babies and whatnot.
I believe that the percentage of falcons that survive into adulthood is like extremely low.
Very low. Yeah.
So it's sometimes
like they don't really have
I believe.
they don't have a good turnaround.
Yeah, I think it's really low. I don't know. Memory tells me it's in like the teens.
Got a factoid that just come across your...
Well, because I know a gal that does this, and she was telling me about it, and I want to say it's very, very low, and that's part of the reason.
Well, they don't reproduce a lot of birds. They're not like seagulls on the beach, and they're just,
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that they can, once they train them, I'm pretty sure they're one of the animals you can actually set free. I'm spitting facts that could be totally wrong. But I want to say that's
good knowledge coming out right here.
Yeah, it's all a lie.
I thought it was really interesting. And then coincidentally, they're moving back to Minnesota.
He's going to travel with the birds?
Mm-hmm. Taking them back to Minnesota.
Do you put them in like a dog cage?
We didn't go that far in the details. I'm kind of curious now, but...
On the plane next to you, just by the seat.
His elderly father needed help at their family farm in Minnesota, so he's going back. But
interesting.
I just thought to myself, we're all into some unique, cool shit, but that seemed like
it's intense.
Putting a lot on the line.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if that falcon came?
You're not just going to get a Kisla. You know what I mean? Kisla, my bad. Yeah.
I mean, it was scary when that bird was in. And for people that want to go back and watch or listen to that one, it's episode 22 called Falconry with Mike Radford. And he brought the bird in. That thing is huge. It's like this big.
Did
and it was just looking at you. It was just like
female.
And we were in the other studio. We used to rent another place. It was like half this. It was basically this like half. And the bird is just like, I'm just like, oh, don't look it in the eyes. So he could just get you.
No, it was doing really well.
Gotcha.
Travels with him in the truck, and then he hunts with dogs. So the dogs roust up the rabbit or whatever, and then the rabbit spits out, and then the hawks jumps off his arm, sits in a tree, finds prey, whoosh, dives down.
Be so cool to watch.
Oh, it's really cool. And it's a really
and it doesn't take the animal back to him. So he has to like go find the bird.
Oh.
And he gets into that and he has trackers on it and all this stuff. So, yeah.
Yeah, like they pin the prey. It's not like the way you might think like an eagle just like snatches something and like flies away with it. No, they like land on it, pin it, wings open, kind of like covering it up and then holding it down and then eat it right there on the spot.
Or the dogs to come and find it. Then he'll follow the dogs.
That's so cool.
Yeah, that's pretty neat. I'm 2 for 2.
Yeah.
Jack would be so proud.
All right. Record Alaska burbot. The state record for the burbot is, what is the weight? And where?
I don't even know what that is.
Ooh.
A burbot?
Can you pull one up real quick?
Sure.
A burbot is what they call the poor man's lobster. It's something that people ice fish a lot for in a lot of different areas up north.
It is a bottom feeding lake
looks like
fish,
an eel. It's
like
a really scary looking thing,
Yeah.
but it has white meat. It's actually really tasty. I personally haven't. Actually, yes, I have caught one, a little one.
So we're looking for the biggest size?
Yeah, the biggest size burbot. So just to get an example as we're looking on the internet webs.
A photo of a monstrosity.
I mean, that dude holding one right there, Alaska Fish Reports. I mean, look at that thing. Wow, that's Saskatchewan. So that might be a little bigger. That's in Canada.
Wow.
Big ones.
So state record for the burbot is what is the weight and where was it?
Oh, where was it?
Like what lake or river? Obviously, it's probably a lake, huh?
Oh, yeah, lake for sure. They're in rivers, though.
I imagine it's got to be a big lake. I'm going to go with Iliamna.
Ooh, good guess.
Weight?
I thought you were going to say big lake.
Like 60 pounds?
Okay.
Wow. It's a monster.
I'll just say Big Lake because I live
That's
in
too
Big
big.
Lake.
Oh, you live out there?
Yeah.
Do you commute too?
No.
Okay.
I did today.
Well, and thank you for that.
I love Big Lake.
She'll stay with me.
You got to drive back tonight? No?
No,
Oh,
stay with me.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
I would buy a cabin on Big Lake. If you know someone that knows someone about it.
I used to have friends that had a cabin there. It's definitely a fun lake. I don't know any.
Or one of the other lakes around.
I know of a place.
Okay.
You got $1 million sitting around?
No.
Okay.
That is not
for
in the
you
budget.
then, huh?
Maybe with a couple friends.
It's about where
I
it's
said cabin.
Okay.
A timeshare in Big Lake.
The house in Big Lakes is bigger than your house in Anchorage.
Yeah.
We're looking for a nice neighbor.
So she guessed
70.
Big Lake. Whoosh.
Big Lake, 70 pounds.
I
Bigger
have
than-
no concept.
Big King.
Is there bourbon in Big Lake?
I didn't even know what it was till.
No,
Just so-
I'm just curious now.
Yeah,
I think there is.
I don't know if there. Yeah, there
We'll have to
might
look
be.
that up after this.
Yeah. Lake
Or
in size?
the lake you said. I'm curious about that too.
What
I
lake
have no
did you
idea.
say?
She said Lake Clark.
No, I said
Iliamna.
Oh yeah, Iliamna.
I
That's a
have
good
no
one.
idea. Lake Clark is a good guess.
I'm gonna go with Crosswinds Lake.
Ooh, good one.
37 pounds.
Yeah, it's probably more accurate.
Go big or go home.
Yeah. Yep. The answer is
Crank it up. I'm excited now.
24 pounds.
Jeez.
God.
Way off.
24 pounds, 12 ounces. I should add that.
Okay.
Caught in 1976.
Oh, wow.
Lake Louise.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
You were
Duh.
close.
Obviously.
Crosswinds Lake
Crosswinds
is
right there.
Right down
It's
the way.
attached pretty
Okay,
much.
so 3 for 3.
It's an interior fish.
Okay.
So
Well, we learned something
there's
new.
that part. And then they look really big, but excuse me, they look really big, but they're not as heavy as they look in size.
Oh, they're more like floppy, kind
Soft.
of fish. Soft fish. That's
A
what
lot
I
of
was looking
skin,
for. Yeah.
not a lot of meat. Like when you clean one, you're basically peeling like a back strip off of it. So it's like it's a lot of head and bones with like a strip of meat on the back between the spine and the stomach. Like,
Weird.
so you're not
You
getting
said
a
it's
lot.
a white fish?
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
like
meat is white.
halibut, translucent.
They call it the poor man's lobster. Like you boil it and tastes like that, I guess.
I've eaten it a few times. Honestly, I don't get the hype.
Yeah.
I don't get the hype. I mean, give me a piece of yellow eye rockfish or something.
I mean, they're scary things.
that's-
I mean, I've been on Lake Louise lots of times, and you'll go through some of these areas where it's shallow, and you'll see them down there, especially if you're shining a light. They're not like spooked out. They're like, those are the ones that are going to come. They're like, what is that? Can I eat that thing? Yeah.
Creepy.
Scary looking, eel looking things.
They're ugly. They're ugly.
Yeah.
They
fish.
are ugly.
Scary. Almost reminds me of a, what was we were catching out there?
Like
Ling
an eel.
cod?
Like
Like
I was
a ling
about
cod?
to
Like a
ask,
ling cod.
does it
Like a
taste like
ling
ling
cod.
cod? 'Cause you said
I'd say it's
white.
pretty close, yeah. I mean, ocean bottom fish or rockfish has a really good oil content to the meat, and to me, that's where a lot of good flavor is. I personally prefer a yellow eye or even a black bass or black rockfish over halibut. I know that kind of sounds crazy.
No.
A lot of people would catch halibut and think that's, oh my God, the best. And if you've harvested enough, or had opportunities to harvest rockfish, the flavor is so much better. I mean, it's just so silky. Burbot is, I don't know. It's just kind of like bland,
Yeah.
They're bottom fish in a lake,
Yeah.
in the mud. So I just
Yeah.
I don't want to downgrade it. I don't want to say it's like some Mississippi catfish type shit, but it's just not. I mean, there are going to be some people listening like, what the hell are you talking about, dude? You don't even know what you're talking about. You've never had burbot prepared the right way.
My grandma's recipe.
It's good.
Maybe,
It's good.
maybe that needs to be at the meat party.
Oh, yeah, there we
next
go.
year. There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Thanks for coming to the meat party.
That was super
What'd you
fun.
think?
It was
Yeah.
a blast. That was so cool. There was
Yeah.
some great stuff there too. It was delicious.
Yeah, bourbon.
Yeah, that was really fun. Thanks for having me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
For sure. No, that's a good idea, though.
yeah.
Get some like smoked burbot or
Yeah.
something fun.
That would be cool.
Just have a lineup of all the fish, and then everyone has to vote which is the best.
That would be cool.
Yeah. Well, we had the idea. Maybe I shouldn't say it.
It'd be kind of hard to make it happen.
Well, I think if we did like a winter one, or like a
Yeah.
fall, like a late, like October, when there's not much going on, and just make it like seafood style instead of like game meat.
That'd be cool.
And then people could try all that, like burbot and all the other fish.
After everybody's
and crabs
harvested
and-
shrimp
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
different
That would be
fish and
very
everything
cool.
else.
Just kind of give it like the
Yeah.
flip side of the meat,
Yeah.
Yeah.
the sea
Meat
meat.
in the water. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Meat
just
in the
kind of
water
hard
meat?
to
Yuck.
Just bring a couple Jewel Lake,
sea meat.
couple Jewel Lake, the sea
gross.
meat, like that.
All right. It needs a better name, but
Yeah, we'll work on that.
Meat party. Come on.
That's weird.
no one's going to that.
I don't think we're having a very good turnout.
We'll come up with a better name.
Yeah, we'll work on that. I mean, it's challenging enough to get everybody together. So having two parties,
That's
even
true.
though I think folks were looking forward to
Oh, it was
an
weird.
AWP bash because it was fun.
Yeah, it was really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Such a cool venue too. The Airmen's
Oh, did you like that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, we got a lot of good feedback on that.
Yeah.
That was a good time.
Cool spot.
We hope they'll have us back. I think they will.
Oh yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it's fun. What other things you guys do outside of creating awesome wearable fleeces?
I
I saw you were a fitness coach or something at some point.
Yeah, I was a trainer for a while. I mean, I don't do a whole lot of it. I really don't have the time between Versa, and then I also have a full-time job. So I just don't have the time for it. But yeah, did some fitness training for a while. It was really fun. Had a program out, a couple programs actually, and some clients in person as well. So online and in person. But once I switched jobs, in this one, I just do not have the time for it. But still do a little bit of that. Here and there, might get back into it. Who knows? With pregnancy stuff, it might be kind of fun to do
Yeah.
a little bit
Oh,
with
yeah,
it.
good call.
We'll see. Yeah. But yeah, outdoor stuff. I mean, I love to fly fish and backcountry ski. Those are kind of my two things. We got, like I said, the cabin on the ski lac, and then Paul, my husband, he's born and raised in Willow, so we've got a place up there, and my parents just bought a place down the street.
Oh, did they really?
Yeah. So they're like 6
Cool.
houses down. It's big.
Perfect.
Yeah, we're taking over the lake.
Is it Willow Lake?
Yeah, Willow Lake.
Man, I
Cool.
almost bought a property there, and
Well,
I
like I
should have.
said, there's one there if you got
Yeah,
a
it
million
wasn't a
sitting
million.
around.
No, this one I should have, because now it's probably worth double what it
Oh,
was.
yeah,
but
you
it
know
was
it.
amazing. I don't know why I didn't.
Is Willow Lake kind of blown up like the Caswell area type?
No, I wouldn't
No?
say so. No, I don't really think it's changed a whole lot since Paul was growing up there, really. No, it's pretty quiet, which is nice.
Yeah,
Yeah. Nice little lake. But yeah. It's
Chaney. What else you got going on outside of
Graphic designing
product
and
development?
product development and
I like in the summer to in the morning and the evenings take photos of like
You have some great pictures. Your
Yeah.
Instagram.
you do.
Actually, what is your Instagram? Your Instagram's awesome.
Yeah, I was actually been so vibrant.
Chaney Fray is the
Yeah.
Instagram name. ChaneyFray.
Like the critter photos and the food.
Yeah, you like to do the up close.
flowers.
I like the insects and the dewdrops and the flowers and
Yeah, dewdrops.
She does all of
That's
our
what it is.
Was it
Our
like
photography
macro?
as well.
Kind of like micro.
a little. Well, I only use this is the Canon Rebel, or so it's like the amateur starter.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Camera,
Taking
but-
awesome pictures.
I got some macro lenses to play around with it, and I'm like, that's all I did during the summers, like in the mornings and before I went to bed, just golden hour getting it.
Yeah.
Golden hour. Mm.
Yeah, you have some really good stuff there.
Chaney
you.
lives on a little bit of a farm.
Yeah, it's kind of a homestead.
Yeah.
We just
Oh,
got
nice.
bees.
A little out in the country.
Yeah.
Ooh, you gonna make some honey?
Well, you
I'm not
mentioned
gonna, but
well, you mentioned the bird, or I'm sorry, chicken.
chickens. We've got bees now. So I've just been basically learning a course of how to take care of them, and my suit's coming in the mail. So I'm gonna
Oh,
be a
really?
beekeeper. Yeah.
I happen to have family members who are really awesome beekeepers in Hawaii.
Oh, okay.
So if
Yeah,
you ever
you
need
mentioned
some
that.
insight,
Yeah.
I'd be happy to pass their contact information along because
We are the people who actually provide the bees to us. They're our neighbors, and they do it for like so many different people. Like they're a pretty big distributor. Of them. Yeah. So we have literally like bee experts. Neighbors.
Right next door.
Really,
Perfect.
really cool people.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's kind of fun. But
so they're mentoring you, I guess, in a way, maybe.
and well, I'm watching a YouTube video, but
Can't find anything
they
off
are.
YouTube. That's my brother.
Yeah. They. I think I'm probably gonna go and talk to them in person. But yeah. It'll be fun. I'm really excited, actually, because we've had bees before, but I wasn't involved in the process. So
The
They're pretty
fleece
sensitive,
beekeeper
like
fit.
ecosystem.
yeah.
The white fleece beekeeper fit.
No, the bees get stuck in there.
Ugh, yeah, no thanks.
Yeah, you actually want to avoid cottony kind of. They'll get stuck to it,
Oh, in
cling
there?
to it. Yeah.
Okay. Well.
So
Yeah, that feels like it'll suck them right in.
yeah.
Is there places, and obviously online, VersaOutfitters.com, correct?
Yep.
And then on the Instagram, it's Versa Outfitters as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is there somewhere people can go in a storefront to check out some of your guys' stuff?
Yeah, we're at next to Barney's, connected in the same building is
Bicycle?
yeah.
Chick? Or,
Yeah.
Chick Cycle?
AK Cycles Chick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always get tongue twisted. They're right next to Barney's. She's got them there, and actually for the summer, she took them off the wall to make space for summer stuff. But she still has a whole size run, so she'll have them all summer. Just get
If you want to go in and try them
on.
Yeah, perfect.
And then Alpine Fit, they have their headquarters, which is off Arctic, and they also have a line or a size run there. So those are the two local spots we've got them at for the time being, and maybe we'll try to get them into some other places around the state at some point. But for right now, just there, to try on and see
And
some
if you're local and you don't want to pay shipping, we can organize a time for you to pick them up at the headquarters at Alpine Fit.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're
perfect.
super awesome
Okay,
about that.
Nice. That's great. Actually, can you connect me with Alpine?
Yeah, absolutely.
I've been meaning to get a hold of them.
Yep.
I need the in.
The inn.
On
I've got
them.
the inn with the Alpine Fit gals.
We'll send them a
that,
picture of me with the fleece.
Yeah.
This guy wants to talk to you.
Yeah.
Just send a picture of the, not even a name, just a picture of it.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for coming in, ladies. Thanks
Yeah.
for
Thank you
sharing your
so
story, and thank you for developing these products that are made for Alaska and for Alaskans doing Alaskan activities and taking the jump out there. It's not easy to put your money out there and your brand out there and put yourself out there as far as being at shows and markets and stuff like that. So thank you for doing that and filling a niche thing that people are going to need.
Thanks. Well, thanks for having us. We really appreciate the platform.
Yeah,
Talking
thanks
to
for your
guys.
time. You guys are already established. Sounds like you have a good foundation, but the sky's the limit for, your guys' hunger for product design and development. Kind of seems like you just scratched the surface of what you've gotten into, and you're not going anywhere. So
No,
keep doing what you're doing. And if you ever need anything from us in Alaska Wild Project, you know where we're at.
Appreciate it.
We love the community, and we're here to help and support, and we're all in it together.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Alaska, for listening. Thank you for supporting the podcast. If you want to become a Patreon member, patreon.com/Alaska Wild Project, AlaskaWildProject.com. If you want to purchase some merch, VersaOutfitters.com if you're looking for some dope fleece. And we are going to do a little trying on of this stuff off camera. You might get a picture. We'll see how Brandon's backside looks on it. And as always, Alaska, thank you for listening, and
stay wild.
You remember my speaking to you of what I call your overcautiousness. Are you not overcautious when you assume that you cannot do what the enemy is constantly doing?
the Alaska Wild Project podcast is brought to you by the following sponsors.
Barney's Sports Chalet, supplying hunters with the best hand-selected gear since 1963. The exclusive home of frontier gear built for the rugged Alaskan terrain. Your one-stop shop for all your outdoor needs. Visit Barney's today at 906 West Northern Lights.
Tailored Restoration 24-hour emergency home services, helping Alaskans restore their dreams since 1972. Services include fire, water, mold, post-emergency cleaning, repair, and remodeling. Give them a call in Anchorage, Eagle River, Matsu, or Fairbanks. Hit them up at tailoredrestorationalaska.com.
Total Truck and Alaska Overlander, Alaska's premier supplier for custom automotive accessories and overlanding products, providing all-inclusive rental vehicles and trailers custom outfitted to explore the Alaskan backcountry with a unique and convenient traveling experience.
TheTreehouseAK.com, located at 341 Boniface Parkway, Alaska's own and grown cannabis and CBD store. Ask the bud tender what the strain of the day is to get your 10% off. The Treehouse, where the culture lives. AKO Farms, located in Sitka, Alaska, built from the ground up with concentrates as their single motivation, with exclusive products such as their sugar wax, full spectrum diamond sauce carts, and more. Ask your local bud tender about AKO. Marijuana has intoxicating effects and may be habit-forming and addictive. Marijuana impairs concentration, coordination, and judgment. Do not operate a vehicle or machinery under the influence. There are health risks associated with consumption of marijuana. For the use of only by adults 21 and older. Keep out of the reach of children, and marijuana should not be used by women who are pregnant or breastfeeding.
The Bait Shack, located on Ship Creek upstream of the bridge. Can't miss the bright red shack. They are the go-to fishing gear rental and guide service on Ship Creek. Tight lines and fish on. Come hook into the action with them. Hit them up at thebaitshackak.com.
Snow Pro AK, your snow and ice management company specializing in business and residential properties. They know what it takes to keep your property presentable and safe. Give them a call for a free estimate at 280-7098 or visit lawnproak.com. Double Shovel Cider Company, located off of Arctic and 58th, handcrafted Alaskan-made colonial ciders. They also have a tap room downtown on the corner of 5th and E. Stop by today and taste an award-winning cider.
The Alaska chapter of Backcountry Hunters and Anglers. BHA is the voice of our Alaskan public lands, waters, and wildlife. Their goal is to uphold our hunting and fishing legacy while keeping our public lands wild. Stand up today and join BHA at backcountryhunters.org.
Not claim to be at least his equal in prowess and act upon the claim? I say try. If we never try, we shall never succeed. This proposition is a simple truth, and it's too important to be lost sight of for a moment. If we cannot beat the enemy where he now is, we never can. It is all easy if our troops march as well as the enemy, and it is unmanly to say they cannot do it.